Hello, everybody, and welcome to Gatia, where the populace are at the mercy of elemental chaos, unpredictable weather, and the primeval creatures that have been influenced by the world's discord. I was going to say including really freaky shit in the woods, but I think that's been 90% of what we've been dealing with. Our story this evening continues to follow the adventures and mishaps of the group known as the Measure as they seek to find assistance in protecting their home of Greystan. During session tonight, for all of you wonderful people out there in chat, we will be interacting with you all to the best of our ability. But so as to not break the flow of our role play, we will be primarily responding through chat as opposed to verbally addressing chat. Take a short break around 9:30 though, and when we come back from said break, we'll have a few moments to check in with all of you lovely people and see how you're doing. And of course, last but not least, if you are here in chat with us tonight and not watching this as a VOD, well, I mean, even if you are watching it as a VOD, be excellent to each other. There's enough assholes out there. You don't have to be one of them.
But.
No.
But it's fun.
But it's the internet. That's what it's for.
Yeah,
I need it to feel powerful.
Yeah.
Find another outlet.
Go comment on someone else's YouTube videos.
Like
or
an
live
outlet.
journal. Throwback. Here go. You got something for us?
I do. I am still running the Vampire the Masquerade 5th edition actual play podcast entitled Kindred of New York, starring our own JT and Sora. It's got vampires. It takes place in New York. Why won't you hiss for me like that in the game, JT?
I did.
He did, that's right. He hissed. Tune into the game. Maybe you'll hear JT hissing more. It's on my YouTube channel and on various podcast venues. So I will post a link. You guys can check that out if you're into vampires and drama and silly people trying to play dramatic vampires.
Yeah, that's a good summation.
Thank you.
Or if you're
Thank
not
you.
into it, you can still just go check it out and try to be into it.
Maybe
Yeah.
you'll be into it. Try something new.
Yeah, there you go. Anybody else have anything that I'm forgetting before Trish delivers our lovely message? No? Trish?
If you are watching on YouTube, please remember to like and subscribe and hit the bell to be notified, because we don't just upload on Thursdays anymore. We have The
Right.
Adventure Continues and lots of shorts and funny clips. They're pretty cool.
Yeah. You could be exposed to us more than just once a week.
Ooh, exposed.
Or we could, yeah. I said it.
Hey, remind us of that statistic of our streaming in the
Oh,
D&D
yeah.
field.
Guys, you all in here with me, and those of you in chat also. I don't know which of you saw it. I thought this was pretty freaking cool. We got our year recap from Twitch, and for hours played under the Dungeons and Dragons category, we are in the top 10% of Twitch.
Performers.
Yeah. I mean, we've, which is, I think that's freaking awesome. And you know what? That shows our consistency too.
Yep.
We're here every single week. We're doing at least 3 hours. So I can't wait to see what next year looks like.
Releasing content, establishing.
Yeah. If you,
Establishing
look at-
dominance.
oh. If
Growls at other streamers.
If you click on our link tree, if you want to see that infographic, go join our Discord.
My throat wasn't wet enough for that growl.
Luna, you have this uncanny ability to just make everybody stop.
You said growls at other YouTubers. I tried. It didn't come out right. Didn't have that, like, that. Yeah.
Rumble, yeah. Okay.
Luna, I see your ears.
No.
All right.
Don't look at him.
Yes.
I have one more thing. If you see that our lovely graphic that we have here, this was made by 8-Bit Design. I'm going to post a
Yes.
link. She is a very, very close friend of ours, and she's amazing. So she made all of our little mini tokens, like what's on JT's side up there, and
Yeah.
our emotes and everything as well. So
She is a
Yes.
very lovely person.
Thank you,
Click that
8-Bit.
link.
Thanks, 8-Bit.
Thank you, Biddy.
Super generous.
She is awesome.
Amazing.
You really got to go check her out. She's just incredible.
Give her all the patronage.
Yes.
I believe she's also having like a 30% off sale or something like that right now.
Really?
So yeah, something like that.
Yeah. Also,
I could be wrong, but
she may be. I think you're right. Not only so. This what we have here. She did custom for us. If you tune in on Fridays during the Adventure Continues or DM sessions, that is also that layout that I use is from 8-Bit, and that is something that you can purchase from her store. So beautifully done. Check it out.
I like the little lacy details above each of our windows.
Yeah, it's nice,
And
isn't
the
it?
shading.
I have a star on my head.
A star?
Yeah.
Congrats.
You are the Christmas tree.
A star.
I
I
don't
see
know
a
why I just-
pentagon. I don't see a star.
I see, what is that, a D12?
Oh. Hey,
My
I'll take
mistake.
it.
I don't know my shapes yet.
Okay, well, a quick recap of our previous session, session 30, which was titled Frosty Mugs, right? Yeah, Frosty Mugs was the last one. I know things.
I don't.
As the story has been going, the Measure are out in search for individuals to help them in their fight against the individual known as Myrna, who threatens the village of Greystan, as well as the rest of the Irish forest, the forest that surrounds their village. Recently in their travels, they have come across another village called Saxondale, who, after helping them, directed them into the Immensity Peaks mountain range just nearby, to where they were introduced to a clan of Goliaths called the Thulakanu clan. They've since conversed with the leadership about a favor owed to Saxondale's, well, not leader, but representative, that they were now entitled to. They are waiting to hear back from the Goliath leadership on whether or on what they will give them as far as manpower goes. And during last week's episode, they had some discussion with their High Druid Suncaller. They drank a lot. Rena drank one of their largest warriors under the table. I'm still bothered by that. I don't know if I should use those dice anymore.
Well, look on the bright side. You didn't kill a player for no good reason.
Yeah, that's true. I didn't.
That would have been plenty of good reason.
Because I feel like in reality that would have been a bad idea.
Like, hey, know your
Alcohol
limits.
poisoning is a serious issue, yeah.
So they spoke with their Hydroid Suncaller. Tim had an interesting conversation with somebody who seems to know some information about the envoys, the beings that overlook the village of Grace, as well as they've recently learned Saxondale. And before falling asleep, the entire group seemed to just have a night of relaxing, or just not tenseness. Anyway, in the middle of the night, though, combat did occur where a neighboring clan raided the Thulakanu clan's encampment. The Measure engaged with these individuals, asked not to kill them, and did so for the most part, incapacitating 2 of the 3 individuals. One of them did die, but the Goliath known as Uthal is seeing to that situation.
I like that. We didn't kill them for the most part.
Yeah.
Can you really blame us?
No. Well, you were startled awake. Not everybody got the message.
You know, we were like
Understandable.
60% accurate.
It was
Yeah.
a crit.
That's pretty good.
It is. I mean,
That's
It was-
passing.
It was
Yeah.
a crit.
Yeah.
And as Uthal walked off with the body of the deceased Goliath, a screech in the bowl of the mountain, cacophonous noise came from the bowl of the mountain, an unknown creature that keeps the surrounding Goliath clans from being able to obtain sufficient supplies and food to survive herd. And I think that is where we're gonna bring it in. All right, gang. There's the music.
Is it the morning?
I'm gonna say it's nighttime right now. You guys didn't say, all right, we're going back to bed. I think you all were basically saying, is that what we're doing now? So I just wanted to put it right there in case anything wanted to be done by anybody before going back to sleep.
I think sleep is in order.
Everybody?
I think Rena had already curled up. I'm pretty sure I'd
Oh,
said
yes.
that.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. She did, yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's a harsh environment. We can't be partially rested.
And drunk. Still. Need to
Let's get
sleep
this
enough.
You thought.
Okay.
So how about that enchanted beer horn?
Enchant.
Yeah.
Player Hater said, petitioning for the drinking horn, I want to be magical.
Oh, okay.
We're just trying to make it so. If we all just agree that it's a fact, the DM has to go with it.
Right.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Is that the game we're playing now?
Oh,
Yeah, it's called the collective consciousness. That's where the
Yeah.
entire game takes place.
I promise you, if it just automatically refills itself with alcohol, I will not be able to find a use for that to, like, as an advantage. You know,
Yeah.
like, it's purely for alcohol. I'm not gonna, like, beat the BBAG over the head with it or something, you know?
I think the only risk would be you going into combat each day with a level of exhaustion. Or
I mean,
whatever.
At that point, everyone's just gonna have an intervention for Reno, so... If it gets to that point.
But
Well,
you get +1 in con saves when you drink alcohol.
I mean, I already got a +6, so...
well, +7 though.
Yeah.
Just
It
putting
just
that
takes
out
one.
there. You don't have to answer now.
Right.
Think on it.
Mm. Well, it's the fact that you told him he had to that now means he's obligated not to
Well,
for at least a year.
Player Hater just said I'll even make it for you.
Oh, I saw.
Mhm.
I'm watching
So-
chat. I see him in there. I see him stirring the pot.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Anyway,
No soup for you.
Tim puts up the tiny hut. I forget where Rena said she was sleeping.
I think I literally just curled up. Like
She was in the hut before, so
Yeah.
Mhm.
she's in the hut again.
Oh, you
We're
just,
all
oh right, you
quiet.
just make it over her. That's
yeah,
right.
you'll have to put it over her or drag her to where you want it.
I mean, you all have to be like there for the casting anyway to be
Exactly.
allowed access. She's
Mhm.
already there. It's fine. She's ahead of the curve.
She's our anchor point.
Mhm.
You are the anchor. All
We'll wait for
well.
Nathaniel to get in too.
Oh yeah, sorry.
gosh.
I just lay down the middle again like last time.
Wherever's comfortable for you, buddy.
All right, and he just like T poses on the ground.
Look at that. He came with pillows.
I feel like Nathaniel kinda has the Lennar voice. I might be wrong though.
I could see where you
A
would
little bit.
say
Yeah.
that. It is there a little bit. It's the same.
I haven't heard
know
it
what
in
the
like
word-
3 months, but you know.
Does it make Rena think back?
Rena is thinking of sleep right now. So
Well, as you all pile back into the hut, morning eventually comes. What are you doing as the sun rises?
sleeping in.
I'm
I
gonna
had a feeling.
look
Good
at
luck.
the first person who wakes up and say, you know, Nathaniel could have slept outside and we would have been a lot more comfortable.
Wow.
Damn.
He provided a lot of body heat in here. I don't know what you're complaining about.
the
hut
hut
is
is
for his
temperature
body heat.
controlled.
Yeah. Well, it's still a comfortable thing, you know?
Well, you can cuddle him now.
I did.
Want to.
You said he provided pillows. I did picture like half of you just putting your head on his arms. I mean, his arms are huge. He's a big guy.
I don't
Oh,
even know him.
I rested my head right on his forearm, like right there.
Like a
Yeah.
pillow.
Ugh, I'm
Can
not
I-
ready for a cuddle puddle.
Can I roll for hangover?
Sure, give me a con save.
Oh, we're
Do
starting
I have
off
to roll for a
strong.
hangover?
You
I
can
didn't
roll
drink
for
as
it,
much as Rena.
but you don't drink often, do you?
I don't.
Go ahead and
10.
do it then, if you want.
I'll
10.
10. I mean, you got a bit of a hangover. It's not like debilitating you, but you're feeling it. You drank last night. There's no doubt.
add a 15.
Oh, you're doing a little bit better. If you have any sort of headache, it'll be gone soon enough. Maybe you just need to eat something.
We could say I'm doing about 50% better than Rena is, right?
Maybe. I don't
Yeah.
know. I suck at math, man. Come
You're
on.
probably doing 75% better considering how much she drank.
Wow.
Unless she matched her drink for drink later that night.
I did not.
Okay.
So.
Cassidy's gonna get her armor back on.
Mhm.
Oh, Cassie.
Get all warmed up.
Okay.
Alric gets up and he stretches. He certainly looks like there's a lot on his mind. But ultimately, he just kind of looks around and he says, "So are we supposed to speak with, what was her name? Kenai today?"
I guess so.
I got to speak to their medicine person too.
Oh.
Their medicine person?
Yeah, I killed that guy and somehow they seem to think that he was going to be fine. Seems a little far-fetched, but I guess it's worth looking into.
Well, maybe we should look into that before we talk to Kenai. Who knows what Kenai has in store for us.
Okay.
Yeah. That wasn't a good night last night.
It was an awful night.
I thought it was pretty great.
I mean, I'm thinking about their sakes if we take their best warriors, or some of their best warriors, and they're gonna be vulnerable to more of these attacks.
Hold on. Your word choice bothers me. If they lend us their best warriors, this choice is on them. All right, we don't know exactly what the debt is that we've been granted for, to call in a favor here. We don't know how much they'll feel obliged to help us here. We know we helped James, and he seemed to be pretty confident in their abilities. But this is their choice to make.
I mean, sure, but if they don't feel obliged, then James really oversold what he had to offer for our help.
It
already
makes
put-
sense that the favor has already been paid for by James.
You hear Rena audibly groaning and then just puts her pillow over her head.
Where'd you get a
I
pillow?
guess we'll just
I
have
don't
to
know.
wait and
I found
see.
it.
Is her
Forgive me for having compassion for other people.
Compassion is perfectly nice, but we have our own people that we have to take care of.
And you have to remember, it feels wrong, maybe even disrespectful, to just view them as people that are just here. They've got some play in this. They've got their own decisions to make. They've got their own power and logic. I mean, you've got to lend that some weight. That's my point. These
Good
people
point.
make it out here in the mountains by themselves. I'm not sure that I could survive out here with the community at all. This is something. I won't say awful because maybe it's not quite that, but this is astounding. These are people of great strength. I feel like we should be respecting whatever decision they make.
if they make the decision not to help us, and we would have wasted not just all the time and effort it took to get here, but all the time and effort it took to help James. We
I
could
don't
be
view that as a waste,
Yeah.
but I see your point.
All right. Well, I don't know where your family is, Tim.
Me neither.
I don't know where Crass is. I don't know where any of the people we care about are. We haven't seen them through those little baubles.
I know where some of the people I care about are.
That's very cute.
That was very sweet, actually. My heart.
I agree.
You
It was
silenced
good.
him.
I agree it was good that we helped James. I'm glad that those people are in a better situation than they were before we got there. But we can't let our compassion blind us to what we set out to do in the first place, which was to help people who really need it. And here's the thing. James had his own people and he couldn't take care of them. Not entirely. And that's not necessarily his fault. We came along and we did the work that needed to be done. Now his people are better. We do not have the guarantee that someone will come along and save our people.
We don't, but we did strike at least some sort of blow to their plans. The people that have been harassing not only James's village, but our village and several others.
It's true.
If somehow one of these villages like Saxondale does collapse, suppose it's the people surviving that counts more so than the buildings and the place.
It's easier to build again rather than to get people back, yeah.
So I mean, I don't think I'm blinded by compassion. I just like to be aware of it.
Sure. It is important to be considerate, but you can be overly considerate, I think.
So,
Well, let's get on the road.
precisely.
To their witch doctor.
Okay. Do you recall who Uthal said he was bringing the individual to?
I do not.
Okay.
I personally do not. I don't know if Tim would.
Does anybody?
You said, I think it was the druid, the sister, was it?
Mm-hmm.
Was
Yes,
it
it was.
That
Suncaller?
checks out.
Suncaller.
Okay.
So you're gonna go look for Suncaller then?
Yes.
Give me Tim. Are you all going with him, or is he going by himself?
I'm going. I'm tagging along.
Okay.
Yeah, Ulrich. I mean, not to be backhanded, but Ulrich doesn't have anything better to do. So, let's go take a look.
Brenna's gonna go get food.
That's a good idea. Around that bonfire, while the flame is not lit as high as it was the previous night, it is kind of being used to cook food for the Goliaths who look a little hungover right now. So this would be the place to go. They're basically heating up a variety of meats, as well as some like light brown goop. Looks a little lumpy.
Oh,
Is there any fish?
gruel.
High or low?
Low.
There are fish.
Fish sickles.
There are fish. Yeah, there's some nice salmon.
All I can imagine with the fish sickles is just like this fish on a stick and just like,
Oh, Luna. Is that how
Um,
you eat fish, Luna?
a fish sickle, I would imagine. If it's frozen, how else are you supposed to eat it?
so you
Yeah.
can acquire some fish for your pescatarian diet.
Okay.
And There's also more alcohol for hair of the dog purposes, should you desire. Okay.
No.
Marissa
are
would go
plenty.
sit with her sister for food.
Okay, understood. The goop that I described, are you going to check that out?
I'll
Either of you?
inspect it.
It looks almost like, well, I don't know if Rena would know what this is from Greystan, but it almost looks like oatmeal. But like really like bare bones made oatmeal.
So
Like,
grits.
yeah, it looks like it teeters on grits and oatmeal, yeah. It's got like, you see it's got like some, what looks like grains in it. But yeah. So they've got meat though, and goop and fish.
Should
as
probably
you
just take the fish and be done with it. That sounds disgusting.
Yeah.
Shit.
If they're offering, of course.
I want to point out, as Player Hater Gaming just said, I swear I thought he was going to say it almost looks edible. That's also a good observation. It almost looks edible. Probably not something that you would normally eat, but anyway.
I'm just wondering if by time the three of us get back from meeting the druid and possibly the leadership, if there's still going to be meat left, we're going to have to eat goop or nothing.
It sounded like you said eating the druid, and I was very concerned for a second. I was like,
We wouldn't really know, I guess, if
I
they
mean,
were
Rena-
caught in animal form.
Yeah, how else would we absorb their powers? I mean,
There can be
Christ.
only one.
All right. So for those of you though that are going to meet the druid, give me a survival roll. Any of you, one of you, it doesn't matter.
I know
Survival.
the answer.
Woo! Kraken!
Okay.
Damn it, I wasted it.
What the rest of you roll?
17.
Okay.
I had to do math. 23.
Okay. Well, the three of you cooperatively locate this individual. She is not within the confines of the village when you go to look for her. You don't have to go far, but there's a clear perimeter to this village that is, obvious by how the tents are laid out. A little bit out of from the eastern side of the village, where the ridge of this mountainside, if you will, kind of ascends some. It ascends gently to a small, like, cliff edge, and you see her sitting on this cliff edge, crisscross applesauce, and just looking out over the bowl of the valley, or the top of this mountain range. She is sitting there calmly in meditation. She sits there for a second after you clear your throat, and she eventually opens her eyes and looks over at you. Ah, I see you are still here. Have you not spoken with Kenai yet?
Not yet. She's next on our list.
Mm.
I had a little worm in my head I wanted to get taken care of first, though.
That may be painful.
It can be at times.
Hmm.
That individual last night who suffered a mortal injury, I heard that they were going to take him to you, that it wasn't going to be a problem. Be able to help him out.
The individual from the
Conflict last night?
Monokateo clan. Yes.
Yeah.
He is well. He is somewhere on the outskirts. When he regains consciousness, he will be back with his people.
How did you save him?
I asked the spirit for help. Nature provides. You just have to know how to talk to it.
Tim rolls his eyes. That doesn't help me.
I'm sorry.
We look to Cassidy. Does this make any sense to you?
It makes sense that she draws her powers from nature.
Oh, you're kind.
It might not translate to you.
Nope.
You never know. Unless you do more research.
The spirits be able to guide you into writing that into a scroll?
A scroll. I don't think I'm familiar with this that you speak.
I'm gonna pull one out for her. Just a blank scroll.
Oh. She like feels it between her fingers. Try and like put my hand in front of the camera and I can't. This is not something I have seen before. It is firm.
But still pliable.
Our teachings are passed on from High Druid to Apprentice. And then when they are High Druid, they pass it on to theirs. It is nothing written. I wouldn't know how to transcribe such teaching.
Okay.
You got time to teach her how to write, Tim?
Doubt it.
I could tell you what I use.
That would be great.
She kind of like someone looking for their keys. Like she puts her hands on her legs, like she's looking for something. And over to the side, there's a pack, and she picks it up, pulls it over, and reaches in and pulls out this like softball-sized rock. What looks like to you what you maybe describe as a rock, clear, shimmering. It is a diamond. She holds this out in front of you. This is used and put into the individual's chest. With nature's help, it revitalizes them and brings their spirit back from beyond, pulls it in from the cycle.
You just cut a hole in their chest and put it in?
No, it is magic. It
Okay.
passes through into does not render their chest.
And where did you procure this rock?
There is a cave down in the bowl. When it is safe, we go there to procure. It is not overflowing. They are sometimes hard to find. They're there. With the creature, though, it has become very hazardous.
When did that creature show up?
Oh. About maybe 14 sunrises.
Okay.
Weeks, if anyone
Yeah.
needs help.
You mind if I study that rock real quick? Take a look.
Hold on. Is this important to you to know?
Well, yeah. I use magic, but mine seems to be of a different kind, or at least it's learned differently than how you and my friend here learn it. But any magic that can help sustain or even return a life would be of great use to me.
She takes your hand, turns it palm up, and puts the diamond into your hand. You may keep it to study as long as you need. I have others, and it is my hope that the mountains will be safe again, and we will be able to take more journeys into the... For now, I have at least 2 more I can use if needed.
Thank you, Sunko.
She nods. Life is precious.
Indeed. I'll turn and walk out of the tent.
Oh, this is all open air. No tent.
Okay.
You're
Well, I'm
outside.
walking
Over.
towards the center of the village
Okay.
or camp.
Back to the village. Yeah. What about the rest of you?
I'll
Ulrich and Kat.
wave off Suncaller and go along with Tim.
I will go with Tim, but not Wade.
Of course.
Okay.
Wouldn't want to show weakness.
That's not. That has never been Ulrich's rhetoric.
She smiles. She watches the 3 of you begin to walk off, and she returns to her meditation overlooking the crater. The whole crater. I've called it so many different damn things. I think you guys know what I mean.
We should put a giant coconut in there.
I wonder what that beast is that's so fearsome. It limits Goliath's ability to hunt.
Well, maybe we can go take a look at it after we talk to the village elder.
If we could slay a large beast, it could perhaps provide food to us and the village for our journey back down the mountain. But I'd assume it wouldn't be easy, simply by nature of their fear of it.
I'm worried about eating anything that doesn't.
That doesn't what?
If it doesn't move, I'm worried about eating it. If it doesn't travel, it concerns me.
Wait,
What do you mean?
there's a lot of things we eat that don't travel.
Well,
Plants
sure.
don't travel.
Yeah, but if a plant's trying to eat things and it's causing a menace to this encampment, then I'm not sure I want to eat it.
Maybe I missed. Why are we talking about eating it?
Because I brought it up.
Is it
Wondering what the beast was that would have Goliaths afraid.
okay?
If it's blocking the cave and we did somehow manage to take it out, it would be reasonable, I think, to use its meat. Unless it's undead or putrid or something. I do have the ability to purify food and drink.
Well, if a giant tuber or turnip tried to eat me, I'm pretty sure I'd just squash it and move on.
Just
I'm gonna
because
try
you
and eat that.
just because you can eat something doesn't mean you should.
There it is. I'm specifically reminded of a player in a past campaign eating phase spider legs. Yep.
Did they stuff them first?
No.
No. That's where they
No.
went wrong.
We do still have that purified ettercap meat, I believe.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's another thing that we all just
We
kind of
didn't-
thought we should just eat
We
because
didn't
we
eat
killed
that?
it.
No,
We
you
didn't think it. I just left it as a possibility. I mean,
Pretty sure I ate that.
did you eat it?
At some point, I thought we did.
I don't recall. I
been
you would
burning
think I
through-
would remember that.
Food and rations in these. What has it been? 2 weeks that we left
Yeah.
ago?
2 weeks and a few days.
Yeah.
I mean, we're either going to eat the purified food and drink of the creatures we harvest, or we're going to end up chewing on bark at some point.
Oh, some bark's pretty tasty, I'm sure.
I promise you, if we are... Honestly, I don't even have to be in the woods. I'm better at it in the woods. But I can find food for us. Food that I know is safe and healthy. We don't have to eat strange monster meat.
But
Plus,
we could.
if we
If
get
you-
Anthea back, she
All
can
right.
make those berries.
If you want to, I'm not going to stop you.
Well, let's go talk to
Kenai?
Kenai. And we'll see if taking out this creature becomes a necessity or a request.
Sisters. You're doing a munch. Yeah. You have some sort of rib with meat on it that's presented to you. You know, it's meat. Yeah.
Luna, you're really trying to hold back there.
That's fine.
She just
I know what she wants to do.
Uthal collapses down next to you, Rena, on his butt. You know, he just sits down. He just gives you a nudge with his elbow.
she'll not as hard as she can, but enough to give it a little oomph. Nudge him back.
He looks at you and he just has a smile on his face and how are you feeling?
Oh, my fucking head hurts, Uthal.
Mine too.
What was
Would
in
you
that?
like another?
Oh God, no.
I'm not sure what barrel that was. I couldn't tell you. It was the fullest one, so I took it. Something fermented, I'm sure.
Understood. Well, hit like a truck.
The best kind does.
Yeah, that's good. Do you know how that's made? I've never had anything like that before.
I just know that they make it sit in a barrel for a very long time. Whatever it is. Probably lots of berries grow down in the forests. I always thought maybe it was just that.
I'll keep that in mind.
What's the matter? Here go.
I'm just realizing how many uncertain things we consume over the course of this little jaunt we've had. Just every other day, there's some food or drink we like vaguely understand. We're like, I'm gonna eat that.
We're from a barely above tribal level of technology village,
Yeah.
not in civilization. You're a ranger.
Just give me I am a ranger. Just give me an hour. I'll come back with some mushrooms. All right.
You're one with nature.
I can fish.
Maybe
Yeah.
we can
Sorry,
make some mushroom
Ulrich.
liqueur.
Eventually, your nuts get old, right?
And wrinkly.
Man cannot live on nut alone.
You had to wait until I was taking
Some
a drink of
can.
soda. I feel like once a session, someone is trying to get me to snort soda out my nose. And one of these days, it's going to happen. And you're all going to regret it.
Okay.
But
I look forward to
Uthal,
it.
Uthal, like, he's very large compared to you. He doesn't so much put an arm around you as he just gives you this pat on your shoulder that's like opposite of him, you know.
Yeah.
He says, "I will miss you, smaller folk, when you go."
Oh, I'll miss you too, Uthal.
You treat that cup well.
Oh, I will.
Always fill it. That's the trick.
Sounds good.
But anyway, so the rest of you, as I think I got him.
It's just like
Say it.
fill the cup. That's how you use it. Crazy. Thanks for the tip, Uthal.
What's his
The trick-
intelligence? I gotta know.
The trick to using this cup is you gotta fill it.
Well, I mean, to be fair, when Ulrich was drinking, Rena was like, fill it all the way to the top. Nope, more. 'Cause I think he said you were gonna fill it like halfway or something.
Mhm.
I was like,
Sure. Yeah. It's just.
It's funny, yeah.
I get what you're saying. Yeah.
mhm.
Well, you all that are sitting around the bonfire, Marissa, are you doing anything in particular? Are you just eating?
She was just gonna hang out and eat with her sister.
Okay, all right. Do you guys have anything you want to play out between each other, or are we just waiting?
Why are you looking at me like that?
How do you know who's looking at you? We're all.
Well, I mean,
Oh, was that in character? I'm sorry if it was.
I don't know. I saw her making eyes, and I'm like, I just assumed. Also, because no one else is there, so
Yeah.
Right. Okay,
Yeah.
I got you. You're right. This safe assumption you got
Yeah.
me.
It was a face out of character, but
Yeah.
Hmm.
I thought you were making eyes at Rena because Uthal's hand is almost as wide as her back.
Probably.
Ham hocks for hands.
Rena's never had salmon before, so she's just like, wow, this is really good. This is really good. Needs lemon pepper.
You got to invent lemon pepper.
Hey, that's
I'm
easy.
sure up in these cold lands they've never heard of a lemon before.
Point.
Well, they
Oh,
probably
lemon.
haven't. We created lemons.
Oh. Well,
We
there you
did?
Yep. I think we mixed with a lime and a citron,
go. Oh.
crossbreeded them to make lemons. Life never handed us lemons. We made them ourselves.
Oh, of course.
Oh, that's fucking
course.
poetic.
Of course we fucked ourselves in that. Anyway. Yeah.
Humans are good at.
I don't know, Rena's making faces at the salmon because it's really good, but that's about it.
Okay. All right. Well, eventually you all walk. Ulrich, Cassidy, Tim, you make your way past the bonfire, heading towards Kenai's tent. You see Rena and Marissa. You guys would all notice each other. You'd see that they're heading in to go into the leadership's tent.
I'm gonna run over to where they are and grab a rib and then keep walking with the guys,
Okay.
munching.
Okay. If you want, you could just get like what looks like a turkey leg, honestly.
Sure.
I also want meat.
Okay.
Can I grab meat?
Turkey legs. Red meat? The ribs the closest
Whatever.
thing you can get.
Yeah. Any kind of meat will do.
Just throwing that out there. Every week.
Since we're all getting food, I'll get some goop.
No one's gonna
No.
take any of this out of context, right?
I
Yeah.
already have. Too late.
All right.
Love that morning goop.
They provide you with a
Oh.
clay bowl for you to eat from, with some sort of flat stick that.
Do
serves
they
as a spoon.
do they serve me or do I serve myself?
When you go to inquire or see what's going on, one of them hands you a bowl, while another one just.
Oh yeah, I'm
Plop it
gonna
in
right as
for
they're handing the bowl to me, it's a goop me.
Oh,
And they do.
Cassidy is just so disturbed
It's okay. Oh God. All right. Anyway.
at this morning ritual.
Are you all heading to the tent, Rena and Marissa? Are you gonna follow the group?
I'm getting more salmon. I'm gonna chill
Okay.
my ass in front of the fire. I need something to soak up the alcohol.
That's fair.
Mm,
Marissa, are you gonna stay with your sister?
yeah, she would probably just like
You are muted.
What? Who?
What?
No.
At least I
Oh.
can't hear you, so I presume.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
your camera's frozen.
Uh-oh. Yeah, you froze.
Am I the only one?
yup.
Oh no.
He can't hear.
I can't hear any of you guys. What the fuck? Okay,
That's
hold on.
weird.
You're back. What?
Oh,
I didn't
oh,
do
you
anything.
good? You
You
can
hear
hear?
Good?
Your camera's still frozen.
I heard you
Marco.
say it's weird, and now I can't hear you again. I'm
Oh,
I'm
damn.
gonna. You guys continue. I'm gonna try to figure out what the fuck's going on.
Okay.
Okay.
Sorry, everyone. A moment of technical difficulties while we continue along our way. Ulrich will be back with us shortly. I'm waiting for his camera to just boop
Yeah.
We got
Instead, we're just mannequin face going on right there.
went from all Rick to no Rick.
For a minute there, I thought he was getting like really
Yes.
serious about not being able to hear me because I just hear,
Episode
I can't hear you.
And yeah.
And I was like, oh.
Oh, there he goes.
Oh man. Okay. All right, guys. Well, we will continue, and he will be back short. Oh,
Can you guys hear me?
I
Yeah.
can hear you.
Oh.
Okay.
You can hear us.
I can hear you guys.
Yay!
Your images are frozen. I don't know why the audio came back in long enough to hear you guys be like, yeah, I'm just waiting for his image to freeze. And then everything crashed.
Oh my
Oh, no.
god. All right.
So I don't know what the deal is. Yeah, I'll try refreshing things. So if I pop
Okay.
out and then, but
Understood.
please, I've held this up. I've held this up long enough. Please continue.
All right. Well, you all enter the tent, and Kenai is sitting in her, well, what is could be considered a throne of sorts, where the leader sits. Perhaps not looking as proud as one would sitting in such a chair. She's kind of sitting there in some sort of contemplation. The other male individual who was in there previously, also in this room, he seems to just be tending to a bow, that sort of thing. She looks to the group of you as you enter. Thank you with your assistance last night.
It's what we do.
Me wishing I had a beer mug. Could have just been a power flicker. My monitor does that.
Hmm.
Oh, they can hear me.
Can they hear all of us?
You can hear everybody then.
Yay.
Isaac?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's okay. He went to harass a cat.
Hello. Yay.
All
we're
back.
Hello.
Yay.
No worries. It happens. Yeah. Hey, you want to hear something weird? When I turn on my ring light, my computer tells me I have another audio source available. I
do not
can't-
think that means what you think it means.
I can't even begin to explain because I have no idea how that's possible. Did Yurko freeze again?
Okay.
No, he's just very stoic about this information.
I mean,
Yes.
he is a stoic individual.
Did you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
We can hear
Okay.
you.
I don't know what it is. Sometimes everyone's audio just cuts out.
Hmm.
I think it's a Discord issue.
That sounds about right because they've been since their new updates, they've been just nothing but trouble.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Okay.
Oh yeah.
So, I don't know what to do about it. I might just have to ask you guys to repeat things occasionally.
Okay.
Sorry.
It's
Grab
okay.
the pitchforks.
But you all enter Kenai's tent. The male Goliath, who is here previously, is sitting off to the side. He's tending to a bow, maybe working on some arrows. He watches you as you all enter, and she looks to you as I just quickly. She thanks you for helping with the incident that happened the previous night. Assumes that you all are here for what you came here originally for, and says that she has come to a conclusion with her sister, Suncaller. We spoke for much of the night. I cannot give you an army. I cannot give you this whole village, which I know is not being asked. I can give you 5 of my warriors. They're strong. They are reliable. It is what I can offer.
I'm gonna look to Tim and see if he's gonna answer.
5 strong and honorable warriors.
She nods. The only kind this village knows. Create.
We would be most thankful.
I'd like to meet them.
That is fine.
I think it's pretty obvious.
Echo.
Sorry about that.
I think it's pretty obvious. Better.
Mhm.
I think it's pretty obvious for anybody watching Ulrich that he is not happy with 5 people. You can see him kind of chewing the inside of his cheek and perhaps literally biting his tongue. But you know,
More than doubles our current manpower because they're all bigger than each of us.
I don't know, I'm trying to convince him of that.
I will be dispatching Horn Carver. She gestures to the other man to gather them. They will be ready within a short time. I'm sorry it can't be more. Our numbers are thin as it is. But they will be helped. And as she mentions that Horncaller is going to retrieve them, he does exit the tent to go do so. You'll have to make sure to tell James that the debt has been honored.
We will.
Thank you. Is there anything else?
I'm
How
gonna
did
take
your
it.
village fare after the attack? Sorry.
Well enough. No one was lost. That is all I can do for. What did you say, Tim?
Who's got the gray stand orb?
I do. Wait.
Wait, no, Rena does.
Oh yeah.
She's been playing with it. I know she's been the one that looked into it the last couple times. I assume she had it.
Okay.
Okay. Rena has it.
Give a look to the my 2 compatriots here. See if they have anything more to say or ask.
How soon can they leave?
As soon as you are ready.
What time is it? Is it still early?
It's morning.
Thank you for aiding us in our time of need.
She nods. And thank you for last night.
I had a thought. I'm gonna go join Rena and Rissa. Join me whenever you all are ready.
I'm ready now.
I'm gonna go get the orb, gray stand orb from Rena.
Okay, Brenna. Tim wants that orb.
Hey. There's something wrong with you.
Wow.
How can you eat? Oh, you know what? You had a lot to drink. No, I just didn't think that all the way through. You're eating a lot for the morning, though. You're gonna be really sluggish. I'm gonna need you to make sure that you're ready to travel.
Oh my god! This fucker sounds like Ulrich.
I'm gonna grab a piece of fish with furrowed brows.
What? You gonna slap me with it? I need that gray stand orb. I had an idea. The gray stand orb.
Oh.
Now?
Ulrich is literally biting his nails.
Slap him with a fish.
Oh.
I'll break into Elvish and ask, tell her to give me the orb.
Petruzzi said he can't hear you, Trish. Yeah. They hear everyone else? They said couldn't hear Rena and Marissa, but
Yeah, I see. Can't hear Riri either.
you haven't said anything in a while though, Marissa, so
True.
that doesn't make any sense why one audio would be coming through and not the other.
Is it fixed?
Gee,
Okay.
they hear Riri.
Okay, right?
I don't know why I'm typing. I think
Yeah,
you can still hear me. I don't know.
I mean, with all the audio that's been happening tonight, makes sense. At
Save
first,
me.
thought it's type.
Every now and then it's like something happens, right? It's not anything within our control. It's just oh. Okay. Yeah, and we hear you just fine. For real?
Ah, there it is.
Yeah, I just pulled up the stream and I can't hear you. That's so fucking weird.
The monitor says, "No, it's nap time for me."
Should have just given me the orb.
Oh.
Playing with fire. Playing with fire over here.
Have you seen Tim?
We're working on it, guys.
Yeah, she. Oh, okay.
So they can
alright.
hear. Oh, okay. Oh, so
No, I can still hear Ulrich on stream and myself.
Oh,
hi everyone.
Very, very odd.
So glad you can hear me.
I love audio problems.
Do you?
No.
Oh.
It's like Tim cursed Rena so hard it went to Trisha.
You know, this might be a good time for us all to really just appreciate hearing, not take it for granted. It's a good opportunity.
I'm always grateful for my hearing. I don't know what you're
I
talking
think
about.
it's a good moment for me to fix my butt, so I'm gonna do that real quick.
Okay.
Great.
Oh,
Great.
Opportunities come in all forms.
I just abound.
also, I mean, this is funny, and I appreciate where you're going with this, Yurko. I'm not trying to derail that, but I gotta
funny?
say, what?
Funny?
Funny?
You are a funny
Please go
guy.
ahead.
Much appreciation to Sora, who handles all this every week.
Yeah.
I really do appreciate that she does this. Like when we started this, I was like, I can't stream and DM at the same time because I'm gonna end up spoiling stuff for everybody because my dumbass will put the dock in front of the streaming screen. And she volunteered to do all this, so I really, really appreciate that.
Yeah, especially when it makes errors like this.
Yeah,
It doesn't
Especially when it
make
decides
sense.
to be cantankerous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
If it
wouldn't
weren't
be
for
broken
her,
if it made sense.
if it weren't for her, these would be like stream killing issues. So
Yeah.
we really appreciate it.
Yes.
Did you all see that ludicrous display last night?
What?
What?
No.
It's okay. Maybe someone in chat will get it.
Ludicrous?
Like the rapper?
Yeah, I don't listen to Lucratus.
Luke.
What?
Don't worry about it.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, if we just want to take like our BRB now, we could do that while I try to get everything sorted.
Well, in February, if I hold my hands up to your head like this, you'll know why now.
Okay, I'll be right.
Yeah.
I can still hear you.
Yeah, everyone take your BRBs. This is our 5-minute BRB while I fix our technical
It doesn't have
issues.
ounces, it has time.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, all right.
Okay.
I don't follow it.
Alright, hopefully I
I've been
can be
peeing all day, I
heard
don't wanna
now
do
on
that.
stream. And hopefully everybody else can as well.
Fuck.
Fingers crossed. Okay, I can hear myself, so that's good.
Hell.
Can
Oh.
either of you two talk for me?
Yes. Hi. Hello.
Oh, thank God. Alright, I think we're good. It looks like my HDMI cable is frayed, so I don't know if I don't know how that happened. And B, I'm just gonna have to get a new cable. I'm probably due for a new monitor anyway, so
Hey,
Alright.
can be heard.
Yeah, it's all good.
Yeah.
Once I
Yeah,
get
it
the
is.
Christmas and the New Year's checks, I can probably I need a new this monitor I have is it's only a 75 hertz anyway, so
75?
yeah, well my
Specifically 75?
I think so, something like that.
That's a weird fucking hertz level.
Yeah, it's something like that. I could be wrong. The one that I'm on, my main one that I play games on is 144, but
Yeah, that makes sense. But 70?
No. I don't.
something like that.
60's normal.
for it. Sorry, guys. Just give me one more.
Refresh rates make no sense. Refresh rates make no sense to me.
Yeah. It only makes sense on games like if you're playing like Call of Duty or League or like I don't notice anything. I never notice like screen tearing or anything like that.
Yeah,
So-
my eyes ain't that good.
I feel that. I feel that on a spiritual level.
Yeah.
Do you know what your actual like prescription is?
I know what the negative values are.
Yeah.
It's like a negative 2.5 and a negative 2.25.
Nice. Yeah, I got a 2.5 or negative 2.5 and negative 2.75, I think.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, it's been like 4 years since I had an eye exam, so that could have changed.
Colby.
I'm about due for one. What?
Once a year.
No, that's bullshit. I don't buy into that. All right.
I need to go once a year because contacts. So.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I just get my eye glasses from Zenny Optical.
Mhm.
I can't be
Whoa.
trusted with contacts.
I think the turn.
I'm also not paying more than $100 for glasses.
Petruzzi said LASIK for the win.
I'm not having anything get close to my eye.
You don't want a laser in your eye? Seems
No.
like fun.
Not
You
unless
should.
it's going to go through my brain.
You should watch Final Destination before you get LASIK surgery.
No. Careful, you'll laser your eye out. What the fuck is going on with my camera?
I
and
watched
it's
Hostel
focusing?
before I went backpacking. That wasn't smart.
So,
Back. So,
yes, we are all
buttons.
good. We are all good. Everything's good.
Okay.
When I believe Rena was sassing Tim.
Yes.
And
He
then-
said, "Give me the orb."
Yeah.
Now.
And it's give me the orb what? And he responded in Elvish, correct? Was that right?
Yeah.
Well, Rena's gonna respond in Elvish and say, I'm sorry, I can't, I still am not understanding.
Scream at him in Infernal.
God.
I'm really worried about you now. I'm going to start doing a medicine check on her. That is a total of 23.
Wow, Jesus. I'm
She's
not used
hungover.
to such high intelligence checks. Yeah, she's hungover, but her hearing seems fine.
I think your brain might be wonky. I'm worried about you. Maybe we should take you to see Suncaller.
Rena,
I
may
need
we
her to see
please-
the orb anyway.
Rena, may
this'll
we-
work.
Oh, there's the word, please. That's, oh, okay, yeah.
Tim,
Are you serious right now?
Rena,
Someone
may
needs
we
to get
please see the gray stand orb?
She's just gonna hand them her bag and then go back to eating her salmon.
Thank you.
Orb is easy enough to obtain from the depths of the bag, I imagine.
I think we as a group need a lesson in picking our battles.
Mm.
All he had to do was say please and not fucking insult her.
I rolled for it, and he didn't put it together. All right, he was overcomplicating it. I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. It's funny.
It was funny. All right, you have the gray stand orb.
I shake it like it's a snow globe. No, I look in it to see if I see anything
Inside the
new.
globe.
All of
You
the
just
humans
watch all
inside.
that- Yeah, I was going to say, the buildings just start to tornado.
I found them, guys. They're all dead now, though. So, whoops.
All right, so you're looking into the orb.
Yeah.
Tell me what your human eyes see. Roll me a perception roll. Or I'll tell you what your human eyes see.
Okay. Perception. That's an 8.
You see a uninhabited streets. How long are you gonna look at that for?
Not real long. I just kind of wanted to see if anything had changed.
Nothing seems to have changed in your glance into the orb.
All right, and I'll pose an idea to the group. Should we show Suncaller this?
I don't think it would hurt.
Sure. Songcaller knows things we don't. We're here. We might as well, I suppose.
I mean, she's found a use for this weird rock. Apparently, it brings people back from the dead.
Okay.
Maybe she could see something in the spire.
Lead the way, Tim.
All right. I'm bringing Rena's bag with me, going to see Suncaller.
Okay.
She looks
There-
up with
now-
a mouthful of food and she's like, "You're taking my whole bag? Like, I don't."
Would you
Bring
like
your
some-
fish and join us.
Are you gonna?
You
Yeah,
did
I
give him the
guess.
bag, so
You. Okay, all of whatever this is aside, we all might want to be there to hear what she has to say.
Cassidy's gonna stand up and be like, "I just sat down."
Eat some of that goop. Man, it really energized me.
Lots of protein in that goop.
More for
Mm.
you.
Riri, are you coming?
She'd look at the goop. Yeah, I'm coming.
Okay. Well, you head just outside the village up that incline to the cliffside perch that oversees the bowl where Suncaller still sits in meditation. But she notices your presence before you have to get her attention. Is there a problem?
No, not at all.
Hmm.
Well, not here.
Right.
You know. I could show you our problem, though. I'll take out the gray stand orb, and I'll reach for the Myrna spire orb,
Mm-hmm. Okay.
and I'll show Suncaller. This is our village.
Oh.
There should be people walking out and about, but there's not. Also, the crops have not been harvested, so this is going to set us back.
Ah, yes, I imagine it would. Do you not know where your people are?
Nope. We're a bit of a ways away right now, and we just got these weird orbs. Anyway, here's the thing that's the problem, and I'll gesture to the Myrna orb. This thing started out as an ironwood tree that seemed to be possessed or inhabited by an individual or entity who used to live in the city of Thrix and hold a position of power there in a temple of some sort. Her name was Myrna.
What is
Now-
this?
Now she inhabits this, what was a tree, and as far as she has made her intentions known, she intends to consume all of the forest and then everything beyond it.
Concerning.
Why? No, there was a dome. Now that's gone, and there's this spire. I wanted to see if you had any thoughts on that. Any question?
A dome now aspire. That is. Here. I have not seen such a material before. It is shiny,
Shiny.
and that is a very interesting structure. It does not look like a tree.
It was at one point.
Hmm. Do you believe the woman to still be alive? This Myrna?
Not entirely sure.
Hmm.
It's been more than 10 sunrises since we left our village, or more than 14.
Oh,
Honestly,
And we've got that long to get back.
I don't know if alive or dead really applies to me at this point.
Can chat still hear Ulrich? Also, hello, Raiders. Thank you for coming in. You guys
Hi,
are
Raiders.
amazing.
Oh, Raiders.
Ulrich is frozen on camera right now, so I don't know if they could still hear him or not.
Oh, really? Can you guys
Yeah.
hear me? I'm Ulrich.
He's
I'm the
coming
one.
through.
He is? Okay.
Okay.
Okay. All right. I apologize. I saw that and I just wanted to bring it up.
Okay.
And you said whether dead or alive is irrelevant. Is that what you said?
Doesn't really apply to Myrna anymore, as far
Oh.
as Ulrich suspects that those labels don't really apply to her anymore.
That's what you're conveying when you say this.
Yes.
I have yet to meet someone who could remove such boundaries. Even the spirits of nature do not live forever.
Well, this nature, maybe.
Hmm.
Have you heard of Arcadia?
I've heard whispers of it on the way, but I have not experienced such a place.
It seems like they don't play by the same rules. So,
They do seem a bit silly.
that's one word for it.
And this Thrix you speak of? What is this Thrix? Oh, I can't hear you, Tim.
I was muted. That's my fault.
No worries.
Thrix was once. Well, you've seen our village, right? That's
As you have shown me.
that's primal compared to what Thrix once was.
Oh.
Thrix was a massive city, is what they call it, encampment made of stone for the most part. Big statues, water flowing through pipes underground.
Pipe.
Yes, it's hollow tubes.
Oh. Like tree branch.
Kind of, yeah.
Hmm.
And they had a lot of what you might call infrastructure. Very advanced. And it is now completely deserted and in ruin.
Oh.
I think it happened probably about 1,200 years ago.
Her eyes just kind of get wide.
That would be 4,800 seasons ago.
Oh my. Did you
4
seriously
seasons
just do
in.
that math off the top of your head?
Yeah, just 4 times 12. That's
it's
easy.
just 12 times 4.
Oh, okay. Hey, I think I made it clear earlier in the
Math.
session. Not a math guy. I was impressed. Leave it
Well,
there.
thank
She is these numbers, like, to her, that length of time is almost unfathomable. And she just kind of looks at you in awe. It sounds like it was truly something to see, something to behold.
I mean, even its ruins were quite impressive just to me.
Well, I'm sorry for your missing people. Hopefully, the support we lend you helps you in your endeavor. And I hope you find your people.
I hope so too. I wish you well with your current challenge as well. But, alas,
Yes,
we've each got our burdens to carry.
we do. I thank you for your words.
Thank you for your time.
She smiles and nods in response.
Well, I'll head on out then, since it seemed like she knows anything about
Yeah.
how to handle this, so.
Okay. What of the rest of you? You've all followed him up to this summit. so he could speak to Suncaller.
Mm-hmm.
Is anybody else doing anything?
I think we need to get out of here.
Yeah.
We need to take the 5 warriors we were promised.
Brennan,
Leave
were you going to
before
say
noon.
something?
She's just finishing her salmon.
On the go.
Yeah.
I'll put the orbs back in the bag and hand it to Rena and say thank you.
So
I'm gonna ask Tim. Did you get anything from that?
No, I don't know what I was just grasping at twigs essentially. But
Seems
maybe
like
she might be able to give us some sort of hidden knowledge. She seemed like a very wise individual.
it was worth a shot.
We're waiting for those warriors anyway.
when Tim handed the bag back to her and said thank you, she's gonna respond in Infernal with a smile on her face and say, "You're an ass."
Sorry, do you have something stuck in your throat now? Are you eating too fast?
I wanted to make a joke, but I just don't have the energy tonight. She kind of grits her teeth a little bit and just shakes her head and says in common, "No, I'm feeling fantastic, Tim. I can promise there's nothing stuck in my throat."
Okay. Just wanted to check on you. I worry
Uh,
about you sometimes.
Why is everybody always so worried about me? I'm okay.
Because you're important to us and you almost died once.
Well,
Without warning us.
That's right.
one time, like
One
2
time.
weeks ago, and no one wants to let me live it down.
2 weeks ago is not long ago.
That was a month ago,
It's a
actually.
boy.
What
It's
you're
just
talking
the
about.
impact that you leave on this group. They care about you. Your group is turning into a little family.
I'm sensing an odd mix of sincerity and sarcasm,
Maybe a little bit.
and
Very
I don't know how to
astute.
feel.
Welcome back to the video.
Thank you.
Oh,
So
hey!
glad to be back.
Look at that. The face you had right when you joined was the same as it was when you froze.
Yes. We just think that's your natural RBF.
I mean, honestly, I was thinking it. I was like, his face froze at the perfect fucking time because that's how he looks 90% of the time. This is great.
That's
He's
just my
just got that
Ulrich look.
rusty-
But
That's
yeah,
just my
It
face.
is. It's his Ulrich look. You're right.
Yeah.
100%.
It's the so sick of this shit face.
Mhm. Watch, I'll do it again.
You can't. You can't.
He's
Oh my
mastered
God.
it.
All right, let's see.
Ulrich, you got a little like spot on your cheek right there.
Oh, is that some goop?
I was
Breakfast scoop.
No, it looks like something poked you.
It's possible.
I was in character because
Oh,
I was hoping you were just like pretending, and then I was like, no,
Me
I think
too.
he's actually checking if there's. a
We
spot
have
on
fun
his
here.
cheek.
Hi, everybody.
I'm
guys, I'm
sorry.
gonna need to recover from that one for a minute.
So you all
anyway.
are heading back to the village, and you get closer to the bonfire area again, and this is where the individual that was referred to as Horn Carver is standing with 5 individuals lined up or gathered. And hold on, let me read something real quick. These individuals, 5 in total. One they're all relatively around the same height, like 7'6" to 7'8", roughly. Big, muscular guys. One of them's got like blonde dreadlocks that go back to about the center of his back. Another one has like this big, long mohawk. Just a variety of shaved head or dreadlocks or something like that across each of them. Some of them have decorated their bodies in tattoos. Others, or one individual in particular, has not taken the option to get a tattoo, but he has instead done some sort of patterning via scarring his skin, like on his chest and on his upper arms. It's like a dotted pattern. The individual known as Horn Carver, though, he sees you all walk up, and he's going down the line. He goes, "These are your people. These are our people that will be going with you. Dreamwalker, Rock Crusher, Tree Twister, Sky Sunder, and Uthal."
Oh, hell yeah, we get Uthal.
One of these names is not like the others.
It's true. And
Could you type those in?
Brenna's just like, Uthal, you're coming with us?
I am!
Hell yeah!
Ah!
We got a drink on the road, buddy.
I'll grab a barrel.
Hell yeah.
This is going to take a second for me to type these.
Well, you know what? If Uthal's in the group, I'm sold. We're set.
Yeah, I'm confident.
There you go.
Are they all male warriors?
They are all male warriors, actually, yes. There are female warriors in this clan. I usually roll for all
Including
that
the
stuff,
leadership.
So. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Actually, I will say, even though you might not observe it right away, there are more females in leadership in this clan than males. Everybody but Uthal out of these 5 are very serious. They're ready to go. They have a kind of energy about them where it's just like,
It's business.
we'll fuck them up. Yeah, this is business, but we're gonna fuck them up. And then there's Uthal, who's just like big grin on his face. He's like, like completely more like hyper energy.
It's my favorite.
One is, I must represent my clan, and the next one is,
Where's the beer?
yeah. What can I crush next? I like Tree Twister.
Yeah.
I know. Where
How
was
did he get
Tree
that
Twister? Yeah, we could have used him.
I'm just imagining him grabbing her and just like
Grab
a
a tree and twist
Job's
it.
done. Yeah.
Twist this branch.
Grab his tree and twist it.
And just for anyone who doesn't realize, these are all Goliaths. So even though we're in the middle of a tundra-like setting, they're all dressed skimpily clad.
Like
Yeah.
himbos.
Yeah,
Timbos.
Nipply out. Yeah.
these Goliaths are dressed for summer, or even less. Uthal does just have a loincloth on.
Oh my
and,
god.
Basically at this point, he has
Just gonna be like Elsa and let it go, huh?
yeah. As you're all gathering, are you preparing to leave now and head down the mountain?
I'll greet them
Yeah.
all. Thank them for coming. Tim, are we gonna brief them, or are we just gonna start
We can brief
walking?
them on the way.
You'll
Okay.
have plenty of time.
That's very
Yeah.
true. I'm glad you're coming along, Uthal.
We shall find glory! And he pounds his chest with his fist.
Mm-hmm.
Brenna's gonna just mimic that.
He loves this.
I'm gonna lean over to Cassidy and say, "Hey, should we all get this figured out? I think it would be great if you could make them weapons out of the remnants from Myrna's ironwood tree."
I will make so many things out of that ironwood.
Fuck yeah.
Although, that's assuming I can forge it in the same way as I can forge gold and silver.
I'm sure you'll figure it out. You work with iron all the time. How different could it be?
We'll see.
Someone can. I mean, I got a big bell from there. That was cast iron.
From where?
You're Smith.
Oh yeah, no, I was thinking back to the ironwood tree. I'm like,
Oh, that would.
well, judging by how hard of a time we had breaching the ironwood dome, I would say weapons or armor of that material would be, if not a rarity, possibly
Oh, what?
if not a rarity, they would be possibly legendary. She's supposing, with how much trouble we had breaching the ironwood dome, that if we were able to forge weapons and armor from it, it would be astonishing.
I think Sora agrees with that. Legendary?
Wait for it.
All right.
Everyone's feeling good, skipping.
She's skipping.
Yeah, as best as she
Noted.
can in the snow.
Roll
Mhm.
for nausea.
No. What?
She's got a hangover and she's skipping. She's
Oh.
bouncing.
In the mountains
18.
too. Who deck save?
Oh, dex save. Okay, shit.
This is the first time Sora's had a character that's not heavily leaned into Dex, and it really throws me off.
What?
Quick,
do you-
somebody
what do you
summon
mean?
lightning.
My dex is +5.
Oh,
Damn.
maybe I was
Yeah.
thinking the other way around.
Yeah,
Okay.
because I'm a fighter. That's why
Mhm.
I'm a dex-based
Yeah.
fighter.
Yeah,
Mm.
so-
I like Dex-based fighters.
You ever played a dex-based paladin?
No, I
Have
bet
fun.
it sucks. Yeah.
Why?
I rolled shit.
Okay, anyway. Well, with Nathaniel leading the way, well, with the Goliaths leading the way, they kind of know their way on the mountains. They start to escort you down the mountain path that you took just the previous day to arrive here.
I have a question.
I have an answer, maybe.
Seeing how Nathaniel moved to Saxondale, is it Saxondale?
Mm-hmm.
Are these other 5 Goliaths we recruited, are they friendly to him, or are they kind of like treating him like the odd man out?
Give me a insight roll. Anybody that wants to figure this out, give me an insight roll.
Figure what out exactly? Sorry.
If these Goliaths are friendly to Nathaniel.
Because he was effectively,
Or are they ostracizing?
I'd like to roll insight on these 5 just kind of in general to see. I just want to get an idea of their attitude, right?
Okay.
They're duty bound and serious.
Okay.
duty.
I got a 22.
So I know Cass, and then is that for the group, Sora?
Mhm.
Okay. Anybody else? Cassidy, I know you were rolling. What'd you roll?
I rolled a 16 for Nathaniel acceptance.
Okay. Rarissa, did you roll?
No, I didn't
Okay.
roll.
Tim, did you roll? Okay. And Ulrich, I will let. Okay. What did you roll? You tell me first. I'll answer yours first.
I rolled a 12.
And you're just trying to get in just a vibe for these Goliath.
Basically, Ulrich's my thought process for Ulrich is like, you know, are they taking this seriously, right? Like, what is their motivation here? He, like, for instance, he doesn't quite know how to feel about Uthal's for glory. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Right. Well,
does he have a group of professionals here? Is what he wants to know.
Uthal is very serious about fucking something up. Like, he's pumped, he's energetic, he is a mix of a cheerleader and a warrior. Like, he's ready to fucking go.
He's the captain.
He's what?
He's the cheer captain.
He's a barbarian.
I was gonna say, had I created him differently in the past, he'd be a barbarian. And the rest of them, from what you can tell, they're talking, and there's little chuckles here and there, but you don't get any sense of tomfoolery from the other four. There's a clear division between them and Uthal in their personality types. Those of you that are watching how they're interacting with Nathaniel, they are conversing with him, and they're not. Sorry, damn. They're not mean to him, but I will say, Rena, you do hear them call him. Where'd it go? I lost it. Tree Wanderer. They don't call him Nathaniel.
Interesting.
But they don't seem to be mean to him. They're not directly engaging with him often. Like, it seems like the four of them are pretty tight knit. Like, they're a different clique from the other Goliaths, Like, Ulrich, you might be able to discern from that yourself that these four are tasked together to do things often.
All right, well, that's good.
So we got a unit of 4 plus Uthal.
Yeah.
And Uthal is the brother to Suncaller and Kenai. So
Yes.
that's pretty substantial. It's got me wondering some things. Like, what did James do for these people?
Yeah.
In fact, I'll ask that of the Goliaths.
Sounds like it could be a good story. Best told by a barbarian.
Well, if only there was one.
Re-roll him, cough, cough.
Maybe. I like how he is. Upon asking them what James had done for them, they don't seem quite sure of the four of them. They just something that he did for. Oh, geez, I keep forgetting their name. This is horrible.
I do too, honestly.
I don't know how I did this to myself.
Just say Uthal's parents.
No. Something that he did for Moontree and Bramblefang. It was some time ago. I do not recall.
Fair enough.
In order for him to be sending us, it must be some sort of great feat. Probably saved somebody. What was that, Brandon?
Where's Uthal?
Not far from you.
Okay. I was gonna say, if he's like up in the front, like marching forward or whatever, Rena would be with him for a little bit, probably puffing her chest out.
Oh,
loves,
yeah.
loves his energy.
Yeah, he'd probably get in the front at one point or another. You'd be able to do that. He just kind of like side glance at you and just smile. He acknowledges your presence. Clear.
Best friend.
Did we just become best friends?
But at some point she'll look back at the group, just kind of see how everyone's doing. Does everyone seem okay?
Does everybody seem okay?
Cassidy might be a little quiet around new people that she hasn't gotten to know yet.
Ulrich seems. I mean, okay. I know you guys you're gonna have your fun at this, but he seems a little more grumpy than usual.
More than usual?
Yeah.
That takes a lot of effort.
Man, you don't even know. He is very focused on what's going on. He's looking rather impatient. And irritated. Can't tell just by looking at him what he might be irritated at.
Maybe not by looking at him, but I'm pretty sure we could piece it together.
Maybe. I mean, he has expressed himself.
Has he? This might be one of the first times he hasn't been like, here is my problem for all of you to hold it.
Rena's gonna give.
What, you mean like a team? Like a group of people who look out for each other?
It's called communication.
Don't worry, Ulrich will take all of his problems and bottle them in going forward.
That's healthy.
Thank you.
Hey,
And we'll
join
just-
them.
You pick your battles.
Just
Come on.
see how that goes.
Rena's gonna give Uthal a look, or like an up nod, I guess, and then go stoke the fire.
Oh, that's really funny considering Ulrich.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
The fire inside.
But she'll kind of like skip back and go up next to him and just be like, "You hungover?"
I mean, a little, but lucky it wasn't worse.
Sorry, I think that's my fault. I kind of instigated it.
No, it was my decision.
What's going on? Do you wanna talk?
I don't know. I already said something to the rest of them, and I know if Tim could hear me, he would have a lot to say. But last night, that fight broke out, and I slept through a good chunk of it. Just what if it was worse? You know? What if it was something a little more serious than a couple of rogue Goliaths?
A little grim.
Yeah.
Well, Ulrich, you need to enjoy yourself sometimes, and I get where you're coming from, though. I mean, I don't know how long I was asleep for before I woke up and realized what was going on. But we're all here, and, you know, things could have been worse. No one got hurt.
You see, people say things like that all the time. Every time we catch someone out in the woods without an escort, it's always, nobody got hurt, nothing happened, what's the problem? If I sleep through a fight, as long as nobody gets hurt, people think like it's okay. And that's the thing. Do you remember when we were on watch and we heard that noise? And I got my bow out and I stood up, and it was just a bobcat.
Mm-hmm.
It went on its way. And I said, 9 times out of 10, it's just that. And that's the thing that people don't understand. 9 times out of 10, nobody gets hurt. People just aren't out there enough. Rangers are out there often enough that they see that 10th time. And they know that it is worth doing everything to prepare for it. So, no, I can't just let it slide because nobody got hurt, because it was one of those 9 out of 10 times. I appreciate it, though. I appreciate that you're trying to help, and honestly, I had a really good time last night, so I mean,
Huzzah!
I'm not trying to say that I don't get what you all are trying to say, and it's not that, it's not that I don't want to relax sometimes. It's not that I don't like it. just always could be that 10th time, you know?
It's valid. I understand. You know, why is my brain breaking right now? I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I did also have a good time last night. Don't know how long I was telling stories for. I fell asleep.
You fell asleep in the middle of the story, actually.
Oh, of course I did. Was it all snippy again? Did I at least mix it up?
You did tell old Snippy again.
Okay.
This one, to be honest, I was getting pretty tired. I don't remember what that last one was about. I think it had something to do with the fish, but
Right. Probably. You asked for fishing stories, so I hope it had something to do with the fish. Otherwise, I was doing something really wrong. At least we have friends that look out for each other here. So if we do have fun and I don't want to say make mistakes, but maybe have a little too much fun, we have people that we can rely on, right?
You are right. I just don't want to make a habit of it. Excited to see that Uthal's coming with us.
Oh my god, yes. Oh my gosh. No gods.
Did he bring any barrels with him?
He's got a smaller one smaller than the one from the other night, kind of under his arm, carrying it.
Oh, of course he did.
Right there.
Well,
Kind of
we'll see
using
how
it as a
long.
drum as he goes.
I love that.
The more he drinks, the more the pitch will change.
He's not actively drinking yet.
Well, we'll see how long that thing lasts.
I imagine it's not going to last through the night. We'll have to all have a celebratory drink together once all of this is over. Nice to have all our friends together for that.
Yeah, that'll be the time.
All right. Anybody else want to have any sort of discussion? Yes, Cassidy.
So I'm just gonna kind of so Tim, Ulrich, Riri, Renna. Is this enough? After we stop back at Saxondale, or are we going home? They need us at home.
Yeah,
I just don't know if it's enough.
we're going home. Whether it's enough. I don't know. Don't know what's going on.
We're going to find out whether it's enough. And I don't want to be too morbid, but I want to be realistic about the situation. When we find out whether this is enough, it might be a very painful experience.
Well, we all have a job to play. I don't mean to be presumptuous, but it looks like the Goliaths are mostly going to be muscle and protection. I'll do my best to keep us alive. It seems like Ulrich and Tim, you do the thinking.
Tim does the thinking. I do the worrying.
Strategizing. It's
That's what Dad
strategizing, I
does.
believe.
I feel a lot better now that we have some more people with us.
Yeah.
Even if it's not an army. Hopefully the rangers and the shepherds, when we get back, if they're there. It's our best. I think this is our best chance.
Right. Well,
If not, I'm going out with a bang.
I'm gonna provide as much support as I can. It'll be hard for me not to attempt to bonk someone with my mace, but I will resist.
All right, somebody give me a survival roll as you descend this mountain.
Everybody all at once.
Someone rolled. Who did it?
I did.
What did you roll?
No.
Did you roll that one? Is that what that was? Oh, okay. Well,
8.
You know what? Go ahead and roll again. We'll consider rolling with advantage because you have 5 Goliaths that know their way down the mountain pretty damn well. So
And they are in the lead. Okay, valid. Oh,
Was that worse?
Was that the one?
Yeah.
Okay, so an 8. You could have sworn that having these guys with you would mean that you travel faster, but you kind of just keep the standard pace going down the mountain.
that's what you get for letting the blacksmith do the guiding.
When eventually, at the end of the night, you're just coming down to the bottom and you're seeing a forest. Nothing?
Didn't even phase him.
Fuck yeah!
I'm so glad you pulled away from the mic because I feel like that would have been a lot worse.
Are we in the forest?
I'm home. Can I
Nick.
please make the next survival roll?
Are you gonna hug a tree?
Better, I'm gonna climb a tree.
Can I
Mm.
give some people, like, there's a really, really old Barney, like, I think it was movie or episode, I really can't remember, where they were teaching the kids to, like, hug a tree and then, like, blow on the whistle when you need
Mhm.
help if you're lost in the forest. Does anyone remember that? Is that just me? God, okay,
Oh.
whatever.
That was after my childhood.
Right.
I didn't watch
right.
Barney.
Yeah.
I fucking love
Yeah.
Barney.
Some of us are old.
I
Yeah.
hated Barney.
I forget that you two are 10 years older than me, okay? Like,
It's
Yeah.
just you and me, Trish.
yeah.
You and me.
Youths.
Anyway, apologies.
No, you're good. Well,
Um,
it is at this time, as you re-enter the Sintalo forest, that it's about time to take a long rest.
Sintalo?
Yes. That's what James referred to this forest as. Or Sintalo Woods. Sorry.
Hmm.
I will say that you have traveled a good distance, and the trees in this region are different than your irised forest. Irised forest is more coniferous, deciduous trees, whereas here they're more coniferous. So,
Tree's a tree, baby.
That is not true. Talk to Hadrian.
mhm.
How could you
Our-
say
our-
that,
our
Mr.
grid.
Am I in a forest?
Tree's a tree.
Conflate trees. Unbelievable.
Hey, I don't ask what kind of tree they are. I just say, am I in a forest?
Well, I feel like you'd definitely be curious as a ranger because different trees have different uses, right?
Ulrich knows what kind of trees they are. All right, he's proficient in nature, and when he's in a forest, that proficiency's doubled. So
Yeah.
well,
So,
as yours.
can I say something?
Yeah.
Cassidy's going to kind of poke the bull and say, so, Ulrich, is there any good bark around here?
Let me roll nature.
Oh, good bark. What are we doing?
Because we were talking about eating
Oh.
defeated monsters earlier with purify food and drink. And I said, well, what are we going to do? Eat bark? We're kind of running out of food.
Any peppermint bark, perhaps?
Oh. In fucking Candyland, maybe.
Let's find a cinnamon tree, guys. Go!
I rolled a 22 on my nature.
And you're
bark.
looking for edible bark?
I'm looking for an edible. Yeah.
I got you.
An edible.
I'm
What'd you
looking
roll,
up
a
edible
22?
tree bark right now.
What you rolled 22?
Yeah.
You don't find edible bark, but you do find a tree that produces pine cones that have nuts on them that are edible.
So a pine tree?
Pine cone nuts?
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
they're
are
pine
coniferous.
Pine
They're-
bark and birch bark is edible.
Fuck yeah, it is. So
You're better
Ulrich-
off.
Ulrich looks at Cassidy in the eye, and
Sorry, JT.
he takes out his short sword, and he walks backwards, maintaining eye contact with Cassidy, until he reaches a pine tree, and then he hacks some of the bark off of the pine tree, and he just fucking bites into it like jerky. And he continues on his way, enjoying his snack.
Cassidy is going to not blink and reach into her bag using her peripheral vision to find the purified ettercap flesh, and she's going to bite into it. And then she's going to hold some out to everyone else.
Oh, you saved some of that? Hell yeah.
I imagine Rena was like walking still with Ulrich, you know, that during that time and just watches the interaction and it's just like,
Shall I roll for flavor or constitution or whatever for the purified ettercap meat?
You know what? I'm going to take a cue from Yurko and what he did in our game last Saturday. I'm going to roll, what'd you roll? A D100 for flavor?
I
Is that
did,
what it
yeah.
was? No, I'm gonna do
Just a
that.
nice percentile of
That
flavor.
is. That
Yeah.
is. All right. Purified ettercap. Let's see how it tastes.
So 100% is
The tastiest thing in the world.
aphrodisiac.
Yeah.
It's
0
average.
is
It's
putrid.
average.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
hey,
It doesn't taste
sometimes
gross, but it doesn't taste great either.
Does it
Sometimes
taste like a
average is good.
meat shroom?
Hold on. What was that, Rena?
No,
Sometimes average.
we've been through that enough.
Yeah, that's actually, it's rubbery meat, Cassidy. That's right there.
So it makes me think of it's like literally hybridized mushroom and meat, like an ettercap.
Yeah.
Isn't that old? Shouldn't it be like rotting at this point? It's been days.
It has been dates. Also, ettercaps are not mushrooms.
Well,
Or spiders. But
Yeah.
I was
It de-
thinking they were mushroom guys. My bad.
it depends on how we handled it, all right?
The
We let
DM's
it out
being
to
nice.
dry.
Do you really want to prod at this?
They're prodding it because I'm the one who ate it. So it
Let's
doesn't
just say
affect them
we
as much.
salted the spider meat and move on.
There you go.
Thank you, Salt. You saved my life.
Does Ulrich still look irritated?
He does look a little chuffed that he found this tree bark in the perfect time to show off his foraging skills. Nature provides, and he'll break off a little piece of the tree bark and offer it to Rena.
Chuffed. I thought he'd be gruntled.
She's just like,
Gruntled.
Yeah. It's the opposite of disgruntled.
Gruntled.
Trust me.
I do trust you, but this is questionable.
He
She'll
just takes another bite of his.
she'll bite into it.
Apparently serves as a good emergency.
Can I
food.
try it, Ulrich? Do you want some of this ettercap?
No. And he splits his tree bark in half and offers half of it to you.
So what do? Do you just like chew on it?
That's the way, yes.
This is worse than the leave.
Are you supposed to spit it out when you're done?
Out of character, I don't fucking know.
No, probably not.
I don't
Like
know how to
chewing
eat tree bark.
tobacco. You know, like where you don't swallow the fiber. It's just like you're
Either
chewing
way,
the nutrients out of it.
Your
You are
stomach is
supposed to
gonna be-
consume it, as far as I know, because it is supposed to be used as an emergency food, which tells me you swallow it.
This could just be a fictional tree bark that it could taste like fucking Laffy Taffy if you want.
Oh yeah, roll for flavor.
Either
Do
way,
it.
your
Roll for
stomach's
flavor.
gonna be upset later.
Can I roll for flavor?
That's a lot of fiber.
Yeah, go ahead, roll for flavor, all right.
Yay!
It's gonna become a new thing now.
If it's highly
Yep.
flavored, I choose to believe it's minty.
He started this.
I got a 38.
That is bland as fuck.
I'd rather it be bland than nasty.
You probably have a splinter in your tongue now.
Oh,
Okay.
I ate it too.
Okay, so I've been dishing while. This has been very fun.
You know
We
what? You
spent
can
enough
have the
time on
rest.
dumb shit.
It's okay. Hey, that's
This
what
character
D&D
building.
is. Yeah,
I
We're,
appreciate
we're
it.
we're bonding.
yeah.
Let's feed Ettercap and Bark to the Goliath.
I mean, as soon as you held out that Ettercap meat, not even knowing what it was, Uthal was immediately like, eyes on you.
I'll hand him a big chunk,
Takes it just.
and I'll say, "Hey, we got to get this eaten. It's not gonna last forever."
He
There you
is
go.
indulging.
If sorry,
No.
if Ulrich's still looking like grumpy about all of that, she's just gonna grab his hand and give it a little squeeze and just smile at him like, that was the nastiest thing I've ever tasted, but thank you.
You know something? I bet
No.
I could find worse.
Oh,
And he gives her hand a squeeze, and he lets go and fucking leads on through the forest. He's home, baby. He's home.
she's just
Careful
like,
there, Icarus.
Well, it is about that time where you can start for a long rest. The sun is setting, starting to hide behind the horizon line. You have 11 people.
that's too much for the hut.
Well, yeah,
Could I-
I think the hut holds 9 comfortably, right?
And those are some
So-
big people.
yeah, those are Goliaths, not humans and halflings.
Looks like
I
I'm
will-
sleeping in a tree.
I will offer up this suggestion. 9 people could be in the hut, 2 people could be on watch outside of the hut.
But we
and then
can't go
alternate.
back in it.
You could
Oh.
you could swap. Oh,
We
right,
can't go
right,
in the
right,
hut.
right, right.
I thought
Right.
you could go in the hut if you are designated as
There you go.
Hut-worthy?
It's
Hut-worthy.
in there. You
Yes.
can read all about it.
read all about it. Extra.
Yeah,
Creatures and
there's
objects
more than 9
within.
that failed.
I see.
Understood.
Well, some people are going to be sleeping outside.
I will take
Mm.
the tree.
Are you?
Mm-hmm.
Hmm?
I'd like to roll survival for some foraging, please. I promise I'll find more than just tree bark.
Go for it.
Hooray! The die says 12, and now I have to do my ranger math. So that comes out to 21.
Whoa.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah, it's almost like he's really fucking good at the forest, guys. Like, it ain't a meme, alright? This is where I do my best work.
I don't know, man. I think it's a meme,
We're
but
gonna
it's
leave
still
it now.
it's not true.
We're gonna screen cap your face when it's frozen, and we're gonna turn it into
Into a what?
Into a
a
meme.
meme.
I mean it when I say I want to make a shirt that just says "I'm a ranger" or "Am I in the forest?"
Are we in the forest?
Yeah.
Are we in the... It's important to know! I have to know!
I
Hey,
know, but it's
you know,
become a recurring question.
I'm gonna be the same way once I become a ranger, so have fun, you'll deal with 2 of us.
It is an important question. You're right. It's just a recurring theme, and it's funny.
I
so.
just want to be in the wild and in nature with a group of people, and have the people who are most nature proficient constantly saying, "Is this a forest? We're in a building." Yeah, but is it in the forest?
The
So-
building is made out of wood, so...
So Ren is taking first watch.
Okay. I will say with your survival roll, Ulrich, you find 2 different varieties of berries and edible mushrooms.
Can I find, like, what I know to be the most disgusting but safe mushroom that I
With a
can,
roll
like,
that
fathom?
high, sure, I'll allow it.
Nice.
That
I'll take a
sounds
couple of those as well.
fun. Okay. All right. That's fair. All right.
It's a surprise tool that will help us later.
Oh no. Okay, Mickey Mouse.
Not the mouse tools.
Here are your mouse good tools.
I shouldn't know that. I don't have children.
Yeah, I was way past that.
Yeah, I only know that because we have a dog.
Yeah.
But Trisha,
Sorry,
Hey,
guys.
Mickey
I
Mouse
actually
is cool.
I watch Mickey Mouse Clubhouse every morning.
mean, I can understand you watching Bluey.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Not-
we all watch
not Mickey
Bluey.
Mouse.
Yeah.
He's good if you
Mickey
don't.
Mouse Clubhouse. I don't
Bluey?
know why I know that. Why do I
Okay.
know that? No.
Okay. Okay. Anyway.
You are able to find the nourishment you seek with your survival roll. Are you also up for this first watch, or is it going to be Rena and someone else?
Get it,
So I can
Ulrich.
take, Rosa can take first off with her.
Okay.
Luna, you got a
Ooh,
little
okay.
quiet there, my dear.
Ah.
I had Discord pulled up and all I could see was Yuriko's eyes just go like this. It was just barely covering.
So do we make that into a short and use Luna's beauty to get views, or what?
I mean, feels like kind of a waste of all this face paint otherwise.
Oh,
Oh,
I love your face paint.
yeah.
I love your face.
All right, so we're taking watch.
The
Sister.
sisters are taking one.
Yeah.
Yay.
Ulrich, do you provide them with an offering of forage?
Yes, Ulrich is going to provide food for everyone, but he's going to take those absolutely disgusting mushrooms. He's going to go up to Rena, and he'll be like, "Here, I got this one special." And then he'll hand one to her, and then right in front of her, he's going to take the other one that he got, and he's going to take a big old bite out of it, and try to bluff that it's like nice, you know?
I want
Performance.
a persuasion roll.
Persuasion.
Persuasion or performance?
He's trying to deceive you,
Mm.
right? This is deception, right?
It's up to you, DM.
I feel like
Could
this is
could I argue for a Constitution saving roll because I'm trying to eat something really gross without
I
making
thought
an
about
egg
that
face?
too. You know what? Either one, whatever's better for you.
What is significantly better?
Why me?
Well, I'm gonna use my inspiration.
Because
It was the same fucking roll.
What'd you roll?
It's a total of 7.
oh my gosh, you know you're in the forest, right?
You're fighting through.
I am
really
in the
bad
forest.
place
Does
and
it help
kind
me
of
here?
slow.
So yeah, so Ulrich, he hands you this mushroom and he's like, "Hey, I found something special for you." And then he takes a big old bite and he's like, "Hmm."
She'll take it in her hand and just like look at him and just be like,
So good.
"Oh, Rick,
I
you
love
wouldn't lie to me, would you?"
That's a difficult question to ask people. Because what if they lie when they answer it?
She'll just blink a couple times and then look down at it and just put it in her mouth. How
Yeah.
awful is this?
Pretty fucking horrible.
You see,
Horrible.
Ulrich
Can I roll
just...
a con save?
What'd you get?
It's a total of 11.
Not bad.
So
Better
You
than
don't
Ulrich.
throw
Yeah.
one, but the possibility was there.
At least you didn't cough mushroom all over Ulrich.
Ulrich, are you mad
Oh.
at me? Did I do something? I'm sorry if I said something when I was drunk, but that was fucking awful. You said it was special.
He's laughing. It is special.
What kind of special?
That's
All of
how
that
we induct the new Rangers.
I'd like to roll insight on this, please.
I would also like to roll insight on this.
Tim, you're in the hut. They're outside the hut.
Yeah, but I can see and
That's
hear.
true,
Is
you
he
can.
lying?
Yeah. What'd you roll?
Oh. You know what?
Hmm.
You know what? It's another 11. So.
Oh. I mean, I don't know what you were rolling to attest this insight, Ulrich. You'll have to like DM me what you're rolling.
Okay. I mean, I did beat that, so
You
he's
did beat it?
convincing one way or another.
I would like to know if you could tell me. But yeah, he rolled higher than you,
Uh-huh.
so you believe him.
Yeah. That's fucking terrible. You could have warned me it was gonna be horrible.
Yeah, well, no fun in that, right?
For you.
I did say I could find something worse.
Yeah.
He did. All right. Well,
Hey, Rena,
Yeah.
looking forward to you getting me back. Enjoy first watch,
oh,
and he's going in the hut.
Oh,
All
just
right.
wait. She's
Rena, Riri.
daggers.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. Rena, Riri, give me those perception rolls.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Sorry.
She is spitting her dice out again. All right, Rena, what'd you get?
21.
Okay, Marissa, what did you get?
4.
Marissa, I think you're just so glad to not be in the frigid cold of the mountains right now that you're not paying attention to anything else.
Actually, total it was a 9 because I forgot to add in what I have. But yeah, total it was a 9.
Understood. Rena, it's a very nice, chilly but quiet night. Nothing out of the ordinary. It starts out a little cloudy, but about halfway through your night, the clouds do start to thin out and you could see the stars. It's very peaceful. But other than that, nothing outstanding during your watch.
Rena's probably stargazing for a while. Obviously, listening out for anything. But probably doing what I do and sit there and like kind of rocking back and forth and just. Yeah.
Okay.
It's really pretty out, Riri.
Yeah, if there's one thing I can say about our travels, at least we've gotten to see a lot of pretty sights.
Yeah. I'm ready to get back home though. Worried about Mom.
Yeah.
And, you know, River and Lennar. I hope they're okay. All of them.
Yeah. Hard to interpret what the orb is showing us for sure.
Yeah.
Obviously, one's really there. But what else can we take from that?
The Thomases don't neglect their crops.
Darn toot.
Yeah.
I am so worried we're gonna come back to nothing. And it's really fucking hard to keep it together. I'm trying to be happy for everyone. And it's hard.
nice to have a close group of people, though. You know.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really nice.
You and Ulrich seem to be getting really close.
She puts
We
her
were all
hood up.
fucking waiting for it. Yeah.
She puts her hood up. And ties it.
Well, I mean, you guys have been spending a lot of time together, and he brought you a special mushroom.
That was nasty. It's really gross.
You guys.
Broke them.
Seems
Broke
to
the
bring
boys.
you a lot of gross things, and I'm not sure what that's about. But at least you have a friendship there.
Yeah.
She's gonna kind of like look at the like pulled up hood and be like,
Why are you looking at me
Yeah?
like that?
no reason.
Riri. I think we're friends. I think. Yeah. Of course, I've always told you all the deepest, darkest secrets I've ever had, but it's been nice to, no offense to you, to have other people to confide in and things like that. I think we're all gonna go fishing together when we get back.
Yeah.
So, that seemed like fun. She's
You can teach me
fidgeting.
how to do it with the stick and a little string. I guess you can teach anyone, right?
Yeah. Yeah. But he's really nice.
Oh.
Roll persuasion.
No, it's not necessary. Jesus.
I rolled a 2.
Yeah, it's not necessary, like I said.
She thinks he's nice, though. She, you know. So. I don't know.
Always a little uptight, at least, but nice. Yeah. But I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing. I think having that part of him is good to maybe keep the rest of us kind of on our toes.
Yeah. One of us needs to be level-headed. Well, I mean, Tim is too, but
Yeah.
I feel like if Tim sees something shiny, he might poke it, and then we don't know what's gonna happen after that, so he's very curious.
Yeah. Definitely gotten into some situations from the curiosity, but it's something that he does.
Why are you fidgeting now?
I'm not fidgeting.
You're playing with your hair. You only do that when you're nervous. I have known you
Why
my
would I-
whole life, Riri. Sister.
She's just got her hands like in her lap and crossed her legs over them.
She's giving
It's
you
a
the
lot.
look.
There's a lot of people here right now. You know, there's a lot happening, and we've been. It seems like it's a lot of the time.
Okay. I'll let it go this
So-
one time.
I will say that the remainder of the night goes without issue. There's no need for. I'm going to move us along a little bit quickly because some point I want to hit before we end. There's a chance that we might run 10 minutes over, but it's not going to be like a half hour over, okay?
I mean, to be fair, we
Yeah.
had like a fuck ton of technical issues, so.
Right. So I'm going to try not to go too far over. Ulrich, I'm not going to steal this from you. Please roll me survival. You're in the forest.
Nice.
Yay!
Fuck yeah. Ooh. Ooh, my modifiers are gonna be doing a lot of heavy lifting.
Oh.
In the fort. So that's well, I rolled a 5 on the die,
Mhm.
so that's a 14.
Okay. That's
Yeah.
not bad.
Yeah.
14's good. You
That
don't
is
move
good.
at an
Almost
Yeah.
like I'm good at
the
survival
forest.
in the forest. Yeah.
Yeah. I love taking that away for a minute because we got to see that.
Mhm.
Your travel continues on at a regular pace, and before the day is over, you arrive back in Saxon.
JT, you gotta speak up a little.
Oh, I'm sorry. I did say that quietly, and I was rolled back a little bit. Before the day is over, you arrive back in Saxondale Village.
Oh, we gotta grab Antheo. Shit.
Oh yeah.
James, it is getting later on in the day. James greets you. He's milling about the village. No, I see everything appears to have gone well.
Yeah. We
Yeah.
got 5.
got 5.
For our venture, and here's a little bit of a tidbit for you, James. A little update.
Yeah.
Your allies there in the mountains have lost their elders.
Oh no.
Also, there's some sort of monster that lives in the valley. We don't know anything about it.
The crater. Oh fuck! I forgot to get a look at it. Oh well. Kenai and Suncaller seem to be leading currently.
The daughters.
Yes, I'm sure Uthal, their brother, can fill you in on the details.
Oh. He looks up, and Uthal, usually like her, he when this is family stuff's talking about, he just kind of gets this little more of a solemn expression, and he gives this respectful nod to James, and James motions for him, and they wander off to have this discussion in private. What are you guys doing? You're probably gonna have to stay the night here. Unless you
I'm
want
going
to-
for the library.
Okay. Unless you do want to venture out, like on the edge of dusk, and camp in the forest. That's up to you.
I'll stay here.
Okay.
I'd like
well,
to see if I can find the smith. Talk shop before we leave.
Okay.
Maybe you can make something out of the cold iron while we're here.
Maybe bang out a few things together.
Wow.
Hammer it out.
We shall see.
Tim, what are you looking for in the library?
First, I want to get just a view of the things that they have there. See if he's got any sort of organization, and then I'll start looking for anything from magical stuff, theory, records, to nature things, just history around the village. See what kind of collection they have.
So you're looking at magical information and history on Saxondale?
Saxondale, sure.
Okay.
Their environment around. I'm probably just going to spend a good amount of time in this library. I'll say goodbye to the group. Tell James he can reach me there if he'd like, but don't expect to see me until morning.
As far as the history of the village, the bulk of the information that you find, this village has been here for a while. Probably you would summarize to be about as long as Greystand, but perhaps maybe a little bit longer. The village itself has been maintaining and expanding the mine that they get their minerals from for quite some time.
Also technical stuff, like if they've got anything recorded about mining techniques or things they picked up from the trade, architecture, construction, smithing, anything like that. I'm looking to try and glean as much knowledge as I can. I'll probably write down some stuff shorthand to take back home.
Okay, well,
You don't have to cover all this right here and now.
Yeah, because I cannot.
Yeah.
I don't have all this information.
I wouldn't expect that. This is a great opportunity. I got to take it.
I just want you to give me 3 straight intelligence rolls.
Not investigation.
Oh, no. Investigation works, actually. Yes.
Okay.
Sorry. I don't know why I just completely flatlined on investigation being a thing.
That's okay.
This is going to be passage time rolls. That's why you do 3. 3 is a good number.
All right. So first we got a synthetic 20.
Mm-hmm.
Then we've got a 24.
Okay.
And then we've got a 21.
Wow.
Okay. Holy shit. Okay. That's 20, 24, 21. Got it. All right.
Basic
can-
maths.
We can further go over this information later, or I can recap it on next session, but
Sure.
I'll have to determine something that I don't have right on the spot right now. We'll do both. I'll tell you before next session, and when we reconvene next week, I will go over that when the opportunity comes about.
Sure.
Okay, Cassidy, you're gonna go see Ash and speak to him. And what are you aiming for with Ash? You're gonna
Off
Come.
camera.
Mm-hmm. Nothing in particular. Okay. Rena, what are you doing?
She has probably been relatively quiet. Not like in a bad way, but like awkward.
Okay.
So nothing great, I guess. Maybe go hunt for some, or hunt. Go fishing if there's that spot.
You would know where the river is, where
Yeah.
you dropped off Crean.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, probably do
So
some
you could
fishing.
go fish there.
Yeah.
Ulrich, is there anything in particular you're doing that I should know?
I'd
any
like
trouble?
to top off my supply of arrows. If I could buy 5 arrows.
You want 5 arrows?
I want
Ooh.
precisely 5.
Big spender.
Easily acquirable. They don't exchange currency here, but I'm going to say pass the cost on this. You'll be good. Some things they just help each other out with, and people know who you are. It comes clear to you that people know who you guys are, either because you were in the forest with them when their village was being kidnapped from them, or these individuals learned about you from James. You guys would all obtain that sort of information. You are well known in this village as the Measure, and it's
Nice.
because of James.
All
He
right.
has spread word of you.
Hell yeah.
Rarissa, is there anything in particular that you are doing in Saxondale?
In Saxonville?
Saxondale.
Saxondale?
Yes.
She would go check on Anthea while they're there.
Okay. That's easy enough to do as everybody's dispersing and going about to find who they want to find. You find each other. She is walking through the street and she sees you and runs over and, oh, you're back. Is everybody okay? I think I saw Tim go into the library, but I wasn't sure if it was him or not, but now I see you. Is everybody okay?
Yeah, we're all okay.
She just gives you a hug. Great.
She would hug her back. Be like, has it been pretty, like chill here? Is it okay here?
Well, nothing bad has happened, but there's a lot of people that are still getting situated, and unfortunately, there's a lot of people missing. Well, not missing, but
Right.
There's quite a few villagers that aren't here anymore that were before the invasion, whatever you want to call it. I've been trying to help out as much as I can. They're really good people. They keep thinking that I keep referring to me as Thea of the Measure, and I'm like, no, just Anthea. The Measure aren't here right now, but they're
A
very
message
sweet.
After the beep.
But so everything went okay? Did you get help?
Well, we've got five of them coming along with us. So I would count that as some pretty decent help.
Okay, well that's good.
At least it's something and not nothing.
That'll be helpful. So what's the plan now?
Sorry, I had to turn something
It's okay.
off. Was the plan discussed as going back to Greystand, like heading back that way?
Yes,
Mhm.
as
Yeah,
quickly as
okay.
possible.
Well, going back home as fast as we can manage, with the help we've acquired. And she's gonna like thumb over wherever people are.
And she kind of like tilts her head to the side to look, and she goes, "Oh wow, those are okay. Well, that'll help."
Yeah. I'm not sure how fast we can travel with a bigger group, but I'm hoping it'll be at least a decent pace. Or we can figure something out.
Well, at least if you run into any trouble, they'll. It looks like they can handle it. They're like
Yeah.
2 of me stacked on top of. They're very tall, is what I'm trying.
2,
Anyway,
3, 4, 2, 3. They're big. They're
yeah.
2 Goliaths, 1 Fae.
Ah,
Come on. Can
not to Anthea.
can I? Can I talk to you about something?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. And she takes your hand, and she starts to walk with you.
Oh,
And what?
I just said, oh,
Oh,
Yeah.
fucking
I thought you-
virus. Good luck. Yeah.
Starts to walk, around the village, with you. I'm sorry. I feel like I really weirded you out last time I talked to you about my A thing.
I wouldn't say weirded out. I just, I don't deal with things very well. I wasn't really prepared.
Yeah, I should know that, and I'm sorry.
I mean, you got nothing to apologize for. It's the truth. You are.
Yeah, but I don't know. Well, I wanted to make sure I am. Well, okay, so I've been around for a long time. My parents have been gone for a long time. I don't know. I think they passed away when I was 50. Maybe it was a little younger than that. But they were, from what I remember, very old compared to me. Hundreds of years. I love nature. I love the forest.
Yes.
It's gotten me into trouble. I enjoy it so much. My family's was very nature friendly. And
I mean, that's how we kind of got together and started the apiary back at the
Yeah.
village. So,
yeah,
how
well-
could I not know?
I know. You're right. But my family always, my parents, they're all the only family I ever knew. They always used to tell me about when I came into this world and how wonderful it was. Parents do that. They're very biased, I think. But they always used to tell me this story about this tree that they sat beneath when I was born. Because, well, I don't know why, but that's just how it was. Maybe my parents had some weird sort of ritual. I don't know. But anyway, I think that's where part of my love for nature comes from. And They described the tree to me because it left an impact on them because it was related to me. But I never saw it. I never knew what they were talking about. And she's walking with you and kind of divert out of the village a little bit. She goes, until now, I found the tree. And there's this large tree just outside of the village. It's got these spade-like shaped, or not spade, but like arrowhead-shaped leaves, kind of like, looks like they got little sharp edges on them, but it is a tall, beautiful tree. She goes, I just know. This is where my parents came from. I don't know how we got to Greystand. I don't remember this. This is the kind of tree. It has to be it. These are nowhere around Greystand. I feel a connection here. I spoke to a couple of the villagers and they seem to remember my parent. I'm telling you this because well, obviously it's special to me, so I want you to know about it. But I wanted to tell you that I'm not going back to Greystand. I'm gonna stay here. She squeezes your hand.
Marissa would squeeze her hand back.
I've really connected with people here more than I ever did those in Greystand. Other than you, of course. Other than you and the rest of the measure. You really are important to me. But I feel like if I want to find out more about my family and where I truly come from, that it's going to start here. And
well, it would make sense if this is the tree, right?
yeah.
I mean, it's obviously where you started.
Yeah. And Katie left not too far from here. It just makes sense. That could be the same doorway my parents walked. I started to take care of that little girl too, that I met when we came. Her name's Camilla.
Yeah, I could tell you guys had a connection.
Her parents are gone. And I think it's too dangerous to bring her all the way to Dan. That was definitely a big part of my decision. I'm sorry.
Well, I'll miss you. But I'm not gonna tell you to not go where your heart wants you to be.
If I can find a way back one day, I will. Safe way. You know, Tim was talking about something like that, I think, when we were on our way out. So maybe it'll be possible sooner than I don't dislike Grace. Like I said, I think this is where I need to be.
I get it, Anthea. I know you don't hate our village.
No.
But we were both outcasts.
Yeah.
And here it seems like even when I was leaving to go to the Goliaths, you'd kind of found a place.
Yeah. I made another. I don't know. It seems special to me. I'm just kind of chattering, so I don't know what else.
I mean, it sounds like you've learned a lot.
Yeah. Well, I've decided. So Camilla is a human, and she's just a little girl. She doesn't. Humans have last name, and she doesn't know what hers is. I don't know if her parents were just outcasts, or like how we were, but I picked a name for both of us, and it's after this tree. Now I will be Anthea Alder, and she will be Camilla Alder.
I'm not. Which.
Apologies, I'm so sorry. Alright, we should be good here in a moment. Alright, we're good.
Yeah? Okay,
Yeah,
great.
keep
My
at it.
chunky
Good.
boy.
Can you
Go.
hear us, friends?
Yeah.
Hello.
Right.
Yay.
Marissa, you said if there's anybody that can make them feel more, what was it? Comforted?
Comforted and
Yeah.
safe. Comforted.
Right, that's what it was, yeah.
Comforted and safe.
She smiles that and nods. Thank you. And she gives you another really, really big hug. And just kind of holds on to you.
She'd give her a squeezy hug back and like pet the back of her head too, and just be like, "Hey,
Yeah.
I'm proud of you for coming to this choice. I know it couldn't have been exactly the easiest to think about, staying here and taking on a kid too.
I
But-
think telling you is
I think you're gonna do great."
got a little bit of tears in her eyes, but she smiles and nods. And we'll leave you two there. Cassidy, what were you going to do over at the blacksmith?
So, I was going to ask Ash, to show me how to forge cold iron.
Okay.
Like whatever special processes or anything that cold iron requires. And if we have time to work on making the first item out of it, depending on how many, well, I suppose we wouldn't get multiple weapons done overnight, but I could technically use my cleric ability to craft it and not have to use the forge.
I love that ability. It's so fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Oh,
But I'd like to say flavor-wise, we're using the forge.
Mm-hmm.
You know, 2 blacksmiths, hot and hammering on the forge.
Ooh. Who's the blacksmith here? Was it that fire genasi?
Mm-hmm.
Ash. Yeah.
Yeah, fuck yeah, dude.
Okay.
We have, you know, important details that could help each other
course.
be successful as
Yeah.
smiths.
Okay, so list for me the objectives here. You wanted to see if you could make some cold iron. You wanted information on how to work with cold iron. Is that right?
Yeah, I wanted him to show me how to work it.
Hey, anything else?
I was gonna, if possible, make a rapier and then a dagger,
Okay, so
then maybe
I
a
want.
mace. I
so-
mean, like, that's my long-term plan if there was enough material.
Okay, so there are 2 of you. I will say you can do this with advantage. I want 3. You're going to spend the rest of your time in Saxondale doing this, yeah?
Pull an all-nighter?
I
Yeah, I
mean,
guess
you don't
so.
have to exhaust yourself, but all right.
You said with advantage?
Yeah, so your smithing tools, 3 times. You can use athletics because this is not something you're doing with fine detail, right? I'll let you use your athletics modifier with your proficiency. Oh, I'm sorry. Strength and with your proficiency bonus. Strength plus proficiency.
My athletics bonus is +6. Unfortunately, with advantage, that gives me a 14.
Okay, well, I will say. Wait, oh, no. I want you to roll it 3 times.
Oh, well, first is a 14.
Mhm.
22. Throwing my dice. And Kraken.
Okay,
26.
great. I will say that you can the 3 weapons that you wish to craft, you can do easily, and you do obtain knowledge to work with cold iron. So your objectives achieved. Okay.
All right.
All right. So the day will come to a close. Sun rises. You all begin to set out again with your new allies in tow. James tells you if there's ever a way for us to get to you, we will. I just can't say when that is.
Likewise, James. It's been a pleasure.
I
We'll
hope
see you
to
next
see
time.
you again.
Yep.
When
I
this
think
is
you
over
will.
with. When this is over with, I think we should. I think making contact should be a priority.
I couldn't agree more. You all set out into the village.
I give James a hug first.
Oh, he definitely fucking hugs you.
Yeah.
You all set off. Anthea says her goodbyes to each of you. You have a brief moment to meet little Camilla and then part ways. Who knows, in the future Camilla could be an excellent, or not Camilla, but Anthea could be an excellent bridge between Saxondale and Grace.
Mhm.
You set off into the day, travel for a while. I'm expediting this because we're getting close to 11 o'clock. I'm trying not to go too far over. You do not reach Thrix before the end of the day. You camp for the night. I need perception rolls from 2 people.
I get a bonus because we're in the woods.
Mhm.
So we'll give one.
So Ulrich's gonna be one. Who's my other one?
I'll help. What?
Damn it, Marissa. Or Luna. She got her dice in her mouth.
Oh, I'm sorry,
was
Luna.
like-
You can go.
It's okay. It bounced off my tits. I don't know where it went.
Boing.
Okay. Well, I rolled a 13.
Total?
Yeah.
22.
Okay.
8.
So this perception roll is just as the sun is starting to disappear. Just as the top of the sun is meeting the horizon. Some people are still up. Well, I'm going to say everybody's still up, but you are starting to get ready to come down for the night. Rena,
Uh-huh.
in the distance, not too far, but enough to where your keen hearing picks up on it. You hear a loud crash. And you notice, you hear this noise, and you see foliage in the distance shake. And you watch, and you hear it even louder now. You watch a tree fall. And then you see this thing, this massive humanoid looking form. It's just kind of peek above the shrubs as this meaty hand comes up and just snaps the top of a tree off, like a tree. And you just it lets out this noise like, it's this angry yet painful sound. You could see that it looks like it's got like gashes in its skin. It's bleeding. It is nasty. Its skin, whatever tone it was, it's starting to take on a grayish film. And you all hear it. But Rarissa, you hear it first. Another tree comes down. This thing is massive, humanoid in shape, but whatever it was, it's undead, it appears, as it's lumbering through the woods. The Goliaths, these 5 Goliaths, who are at least a good foot and a half taller than you, just go, run! And they start taking off, ushering all of you to start moving. And as they are doing this, you just watch as the top half of a tree just sails over you. Are we running?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're running.
I'm not
you
gonna
mean,
lie, I
are
kind
we
of
running?
imagine some of them like firemanning some of us, you know, like get going.
I'm gonna offer
There's 5 of them and
motherfucker
5 of
tea.
us.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Everyone piggyback a Goliath now.
Ulrich says this, and you just watch Uthal like grab Rena by the back of the shirt and just pick her up, you know? She's just like running in the air, I imagine.
Oh my
No, I
Um,
want to fight it.
No.
This thing just continues like it sees you now. It's angry. More like just trees, boulders, like not like in fast repetition, but you know, things are sailing over in your direction. I want, let's see. Hold on. Do a
How
roll.
far away is it? Is it less than 150 feet?
Yes, it's less than 100.
I have something I'd like to do when you're done.
I'm getting on Uthal's shoulders and pulling out my bow.
Okay.
Mounted combat.
Yes.
Mounted combat.
It's probably gonna be hella uncomfortable because she's gonna have to turn it like a full.
Yeah.
But
You're probably bouncing too.
Tim, what are you doing?
Thinking about casting Fireball.
Oh, okay.
Yeah!
Oh, I guess I gotta do it.
It's not a Cyclops, is it?
What's the What's the DC?
DC. Dexterity save 15.
Okay, it fails. So just
Oh yeah.
you hit it with this massive fireball.
8d6. Where's the fourth? There's the fourth.
I'm gonna change this music. This doesn't fucking work for me.
no,
This
it
does
does
not work.
not.
Boom.
All right, so that's 18 plus.
Tim, did you just fucking fireball the monster that the 5 Goliaths said to run from?
I'm running.
Did you just?
That is 32 damage, fire damage.
Damage noted. Rena, do you want to give me your attack roll?
I certainly want to try.
Sorry, no,
Okay,
that's
it's gonna be with
35.
Because of the situation, it's going to be with disadvantage.
That's fine. That's totally understandable.
Thank you, Colby.
Yep, sorry.
And I'm using, obviously, longbow.
Mm-hmm.
Is a 15 hit?
Yes, 15 hit.
Hell yeah. That's only 9 piercing, but I do have an extra attack.
Okay. Yeah, you can do it.
And that is a total of 18.
And it's still a hit.
Awesome.
That was with disadvantage, right?
Yeah. And another
Excellent.
9 damage.
Dude.
Okay. All right, that's a lot of damage. That's good.
Yeah.
All right, now, this is totally a coincidence. I rolled to see who I was going to ask to do this. I need Rena and Tim to give me a dexterity saving throw. You're basically rolling, so just roll. Yeah, give me a dex save. You're rolling for the Goliath that's carrying you.
Oh, thank God.
Okay, so what do you roll, Tim?
It's a total of 18.
Okay, and Rena, what did you roll?
You have
You
inspiration.
roll 1?
Yeah, inspiration.
Okay, well, this is
I
the-
could use it, but I feel like I'm gonna need to hold on to it. I don't know.
This seems like a pretty good time.
This does feel like a good time. Not to peer pressure you.
No
You're an
pressure.
adult, but you know,
You're gonna take out Uthal with you. You know that, right?
He'll
He's
be
the one
okay. I'll
grabbing
probably
you.
fall off.
he's rolling a lot of dice.
Or I'll
Alright,
just be hanging backwards.
Rena, you get hit with. You and Uthal get hit for 11 points of bludgeoning damage as this half of a tree just crashes into his back and it causes him to stumble, and you like get smacked into a passing tree or something because he just completely lost his balance.
Fuck!
Tim, you take you only take half of the damage of the roll because you succeeded. You take you take 8 points. I rolled high for you. You take 8 points of damage. You and who the fuck is carrying you? I know you don't.
Tree twister? I don't know.
Yeah.
The really tree twister.
Well, hold on now.
Get
So-
twisting, buddy.
So you are continuing to. Did you have something you were gonna say? I'm sorry, Colby.
I just thought it was funny that Tree Twister's carrying me and I'm carrying a staff. It's got a twisted end on it.
You're right.
Okay.
You're both
Um,
getting twisted by the trees now.
So you all are continuing to be carried. At some point, if you wish, you could get on your own feet and run. But as you're going and going, this thing is still following you. It's keeping good pace. It's starting to fall back a little bit. And then snow started to fall. And because you are close to the mountains, this is a snowy, this is Gatia. But you're running and the snowfall is just coming down, and the Goliaths are veering off and starting to go through Ulrich, what you would notice right away because you're in the forest, much denser tree coverage. They're trying to create a smaller avenue for this thing to follow them. The snow is coming down at a rate, though, where if after a while it feels like they're going blindly. Can everybody give me a perception roll?
Yep.
All right, Cassidy,
5.
Ulrich,
19.
Rarissa,
1.
Rena,
Also 19.
Tim.
Bye.
Rena and Ulrich, you would notice the snow. This is very sudden. Clearly, this seems to be an effect of Gatia and its chaotic conditions. The snow is coming down at such a speed that you're starting to get a sensation of whiteout. where it's just blinding you because like the moon's reflecting off the sun or off the snow, and it's becoming very bright. But there is an illumination, and it is blinding. Briefly, for a moment, you see no tree, and eventually you hear Uthal goes, "I think we lost them. I don't think they're following us anymore." And he sets you down on the ground, Rena. Everybody's kind of sat down. There's no more trees. The snow's coming down, and the Goliaths move away from the group of you a little bit. They kind of move ahead, and you hear one of them go, "Where are we?" Are we investigating what they say? What they're saying?
Yeah.
Investigates.
Moving forward, stand next to these Goliaths. You're on a cliff edge. And before you, down below, maybe about a few, like an hour's walk out, if you were to get down from this cliff edge, is a village. A decent-sized village. Buildings that appear to be made out of tree log, log cabins. I don't know why I described it like that.
Pretty long.
And some sort of festive-looking colored decoration building. And this is completely foreign to a lot of. And Rarissa, you're down on the end. You're probably the furthest from the group. Your Goliath is that carried you somewhere near you. And you hear, I can't believe.
JT, speak up a little.
I can't believe that was. I think that was Danaray. It had to be. I heard my name, but I don't hear him anymore.
He would nod and be like, "Yeah, I don't know of any other. Was it obvious that I was undead to like everyone?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I don't know of any other undead that would. I mean, personally, just from what I know, that would know you and want to come after us."
That's right. Oh, there's a village down there. Sort of beautiful in a way, isn't it? And it's at this moment that you hear the light crushing of snow. And you look next to you, and dressed in black slacks with a black coat over a maroon vest, tall, young-looking elven man is next to you and pulls a cloak around his shoulders, tossing the scarf over him. And he looks down onto the village. He's got short brown hair, it's kind of blowing in the wind of the snowstorm. And it's at this point you realize that something's dawned upon him too, and he looks at you and he goes, "Rarissa?" And that will conclude our session, and we'll be back next week with a Christmas one-shot that takes place here with the measure called Jewels for Christmas.
Whoa. Okay.
Damn.
Tim's got some competition now.
It's been a fucking. I know.
Jules
And
fine
we-
as fuck. Sorry.
Jules is also gay.
Oh
Yeah, that's right.
Well, he could have. Yeah. he could've been
I don't know
bisexual.
that.
He could
That's
be everything.
That's true.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Who's to say?
How fitting would it be? We get into wherever we are and find out he's pansexual.
Oh.
Uh,
I mean,
what What if Tim and Jules hooked up? Wouldn't that'd be a fucking screwball, wouldn't
twist.
it? Yeah.
All companions are romanceable.
All companions.
Listen, we could form a triangle.
There's
It's called a
yeah.
throuple.
There's a lot to
Anyway,
discuss. Yeah.
You know when you have like a whole bunch of pins on a board and you just take the strings and go
Yeah.
like that?
Yeah.
Just do one of those.
That's what we're going for. Yeah.
Well, everybody,
Went
thank
out.
you so much for coming out tonight. We really enjoyed having everyone here. I cannot wait to see you all next week as this happens further.
As the
Um,
journey continues.
As the journey continues, thank you. Make sure to check out the VOD on Thursday over on YouTube. Thursday, right? I said that right. Yeah. The podcast on audio portion on Friday, and what else is having on Friday this week? It's DM session this week on Twitch at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you have questions about the campaign or you just want to hang out and have some chill vibes, I'll be here. Thank you so much, everyone. And as Cassidy said, we'll see you next time as the adventure continues.
Bye.
Good night, everyone.
Bye, my
Bye.
Thank you all.